Oh my God. What a way to start. He's transracial. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an emergency broadcast of the No Jumper podcast. We are in here today with Lush One, looking like a J-Cat with a black eye.
Hey, you feel me? The ultimate J-Cat, sending 100 smokers at any undisclosed location with the snap of a finger, put the Mac in MacArthur Park to play Final Lush One, a.k.a.
welcome to an
the
emergency broadcast of the No Jumper podcast. I hear it coming out today with Lush One, looking like a J-Cat with a... But, and then, of course, we have the mayor himself, Munchie B. And I would like to say that you could be sober. The black eye just sells J-Cat so good.
I like it.
It's a hard style. You get a tattoo like that.
I would love that. That's why I wish I feel like I'm way more dangerous. Like Germ almost gave me a matching black eye when she saw my DMs because so many girls were like, "Are you okay? Oh, you tried to break up a fight? You're a superhero in the hood." Like
girls were hitting you up saying that.
Man, you didn't try to break up no fight. If you said you tried to put somebody in a headlock or something.
I did.
You joined the fight.
Nah, because bro, they was bullying. Bro. I see this fool every day on my way to the LIQ Munch. I see him every day, bro, and I was like, I ain't gonna let him bully these two guys.
So they
gang members. I was like, hey, y'all need to kick back on the mayor, homie. What y'all talking about? I'm the mayor. I run this.
Okay,
Coronado Street.
From 18 or from MS. Which one?
Shit, you know what the footage going? Yeah,
TBD.
It was they side. I ain't going. It was the closer side to where I live. I've been said I live on the safe side of the park.
I'm gonna pull up to MacArthur Park not only to get some training in for Jason Love, but also to get your back fade. Yeah, that's what that is, right?
Everybody says like so many people look. It's
after someone else.
The get back already got. I ain't gonna lie. Then people got.
Hold on. People have already died.
When is the Jason
bodies
Love
have already dropped?
Because how long do you got to train for the Jason Love fight?
Like 3 weeks.
Oh, that's short notice.
Yeah, insanely short.
Super.
My boxing trainer looked at me like I was the biggest dummy. I was like, he's like, how long you got? I'm like, 3 weeks. He's like, huh?
Please tell me you're not using 600, bro.
No.
Okay.
I got a Russian.
Okay. Oh yeah, the Russians they hard body. Pause.
I love a tough Russian.
Yeah.
It's kind of, what was the main, was that, who did Dolph Lundgren play in the Rocky? Who was like, yeah. Ivan Drago. In the Rocky series. That's Russian supremacy when it comes to fighting at its finest. Watch out, Jason Love. Plus, my homeboy got a grudge. He got something to prove.
What song you coming out to?
You probably don't want to know.
What, the 4 extra disc?
No.
What? Draco?
Yeah.
I
shouldn't spoil that, actually. I don't know, because I want everybody to be surprised.
What song?
No comment.
In honor of...
Oh, no, not that one.
In honor of Munchie B, potentially, I don't know, because I'm here to mediate. Yeah. I'm the mediator here.
Oh, are you?
Because I'm friends with both of y'all.
Yeah.
But, like, you feel me? I feel like in honor of Inglewood, I don't need to come out to Faux Life by Mac 10. You feel me? Bring it back to the night. You feel me? Faux Life.
Anything is possible, Lush.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just come out to the White Brick Baby song that you made.
Even better. But that's not really showing Inglewood solidarity, considering, you feel me?
No, it ain't my Inglewood. Man, hey,
that's overall solidarity.
You might have to play one of these No Jumper ciphers and come out. You know what I'm saying? You punching at the air. You know what I'm saying?
You probably didn't peep it, but when we were talking to you on the phone on the No Jumper show, and I was reading your old tweets, and I was like, there was one where it was like beating up neighborhoods or some shit, and like he's just like, hey, like he got super mad at me for even like reading the tweet when we were going through it.
I couldn't believe you did that. Like, you don't want to see, like, you're out of your mind.
All I said was like they're beating up neighborhoods or something. It's not like it had, like if it had the slur, yeah, I wouldn't say that.
I thought it was. Like,
I read you saying like "fuck you, pussy" to the Stink Team one. I thought that was funny.
That was crazy.
What?
That's funny.
That's crazy too.
What?
It was just intense.
There was a tweet like Draco said something and it like stinks around LA and you quote tweeted it. It said like "fuck you, bitch." I thought it was funny.
Hey, that old Twitter was going up. That shit was like real. That's crazy.
Munchie was like,
I got locked out of that shit.
A viral, like, actual blood account with some authenticity.
That thing was hard.
Yeah, but it's crazy. The shit I used to do, like the when I check out the King Von shit, and he used to do the little shit. I used to do shit similar like that. My house get ready every time I do it.
Really?
Right. Like it ain't nobody got actually hurt or unalive. It's just like we didn't beat somebody up or like, you know what I'm saying? My house would get raided after I you know what I'm saying, tweet something.
LAPD probably like better funded than Chicago PD.
Englewood, it'd be Englewood, LA together sometime or separate.
Sometimes you guys even got to deal with Culver City and Hawthorne. There's a lot of different little
it'd be LA, like what else?
jurisdictions that slide through there.
LA and Englewood.
Chicago PD was like asleep at the wheel for the whole beginning of the internet era of drill.
Well, especially considering like these fools were detailing, they were like on Twitter, Trap Lord Ross videos.
Hell yeah. That's really like why Ross is able to make those great videos. But did you see the one fool in Chicago, M Block DIY or some shit?
Yeah.
And he's like shooting out the window on Facebook, on Instagram Live. That might be the best thing I've seen all year. We're only like 2 days in, but
that was like the end of last year.
I understand why Trap feel like he's like got cheated a little bit.
About what?
About the whole content thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He thought he was doing a good deed. Yeah. And he like, you know what I'm saying?
Because think about it. You know, his time is valuable. He doesn't want to like go do random side missions when he could be making videos for his own channel and making money. He spent money on security, a driver, and he paid for the filmer to go out and help 4Extra start his YouTube channel after the hand thing. So he feels like he's doing a good deed. He said he spent about $2,000 in total to pay for all that stuff. And then he goes out there, he does it. It ends up taking way longer than planned. I think he planned on being there for 4 hours. He ended up being there for 8 hours or whatever. And then he tries to convince 4Extra to put it on his own YouTube channel, since that was the idea. Is like, if he, you know, it's the kind of thing where it's like you teach a man to fish versus you just give him some food. Like, you know, he felt like this was going to be a way for 4Extra to have a consistent revenue stream. 4Extra ended up being totally against it, and then they sold it to Cam Capone. So then it's the kind of thing where he thought that he was spending thousands of dollars to help out 4Extra, and then he ended up in a situation where both Cam Capone and 4Extra made many thousands of dollars off this, and he did it out of the goodness of his own heart. But had he known how it would have gone down, he would have either not done it or he would have expected to be compromised.
I think that's
compensated.
That's the main thing he was upset about too. Like, just to add insult to injury, Cam Capone, once Trap like said to him, "Hey, we're gonna bust this down.
Yeah.
Here's free footage for you. Here's a suggestion of I think a fair percentage." And Cam Capone was like, "What? Like, nah,
When I saw that, I felt like I need to negotiate harder in the future, because Cam Capone's saying that he thought he deserved 80% of the revenue for literally not doing anything. I was like, yo, that's gangster.
No, straight thug mentality.
Shout out Cam Capone for that, I guess. Yeah.
See, yeah.
How'd you enjoy the diss?
Nah. Everybody think Les wrote it. Everybody think Les wrote it, and then I heard that's in like the comments. They're like, "Oh, Munchie," and I'm like, "Shit, I thought me and Adam was beefing. How I write it?"
Yeah, I'm sure if you read the comments, you would have thought that, because like I saw a lot of those comments like, "Damn, he dissing Munchie now too." I'm like, you missed it.
Munchie, yeah, that's why my bro, baby dumb, like he didn't diss me, right? Munchie because he retarded, like, right? Then I asked her, like, she's like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? I seen a couple people like,
well, they say you blind. I don't know where they got that idea. And like, he said, Munchie B can even see, even a blind guy can see it. How's that dissing you? We know you, but yeah.
I'm like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
That shows how blind these motherfuckers is.
No.
Shows that they blind in a different way. As far as they mentality, they pineal gland calcified.
I think that's the hardest you can.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think so.
How much time you took on that?
A little afternoon.
Not just afternoon. Come on, man.
I mean,
all right, hold on. You wrote it or you was punching in? You wrote it?
I wrote it and I punched in. Yeah, I had maybe, you know, like I had maybe 16 bars written, and then we got in there and I, like, you know, wrote a little bit more, but
man, this fool like Kenny come through, and I was in the other room, you feel me, doing a whole other podcast. By the time I get back, this motherfucker done recorded on a laptop the whole fucking song. I'm like, what the hell? I wanted to help him. I was kind of like, man, I was like, damn, I was supposed to like help.
Attempted rebound.
You feel me?
Assist, rather.
No, you went hard.
I'm a basketball guy now. Thank you. Yeah,
you went hard. I was like fake impressed.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
They was trying to get you on that pod the other day to, you feel me, with T-Rell and them. They was trying to get you to be like, oh, Munchie, like, you know, that song was weak. I don't fuck with it, but you were standing on business, so, huh?
I mean, shit. If it's the truth, it's the truth, and shit. Like,
That's how I know I'm free of T-Rail, because I didn't see that clip. But that's one thing that did impress me, though, is I noticed that you gave their channel a bigger boost in live viewers than The Game.
Fair enough.
Which that really lets me know that I am the basis of that subscriber base. Is that if they think the person's going to talk about me, views. If it's just somebody talking, it could be a super famous rapper like The Game, less than Munchie talking about me.
I did go through the thing. Then I'm right behind The Game. He's like, he 100-something K. I was at the time, it was like 70-something or 80 at the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was right behind The Game.
Nice stimulus pack. Appreciate that. You giving them stimulus packs. Oh, I appreciate that.
No. It was a cool diss. I ain't about to That shit. Hey, if somebody diss me and the diss was cool, I'll keep it real.
You dissed all of us, to be fair. He was already on our helmet. He said he was robbing us.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I can't believe we're even still friends with this guy.
Yeah, I'm a dope rapper. I forgot to rob Remo. Remo's supposed to get it.
For the Bass Pro Shop hat.
So happy?
He wears a Bass Pro Shop hat every day.
Oh, yeah?
That's what people give him shit for.
That's a different BPS.
What else are you going to say about Remo? You're a cop. People like to say that you're a cop.
I ain't heard that one.
Yeah, and we haven't done that many Chicago interviews, so maybe that's wearing off.
He's a GD.
Man, you did a gang of Chicago interviews.
Yeah, but like this year, we did like a lot less, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
Yeah.
That also, like, I feel like they're when a certain amount of people wind up getting incarcerated and things like that and are no longer able to even speak on it, like it becomes a turning point in the lore, and they're kind of Chicago's in that transitional period where there's not as much that the public is aware of they got going on.
Well, you know what I was thinking about last night, and trust me, people out there, we will be getting into the meat and potatoes of this conversation. We're just kind of warming up. But I was thinking last night, a couple years ago, you had people like Tay Savage and Jay Maine, and they were blowing up telling old war stories about what happened in the hood, who shot who, all this type of shit. A lot of sort of similar stuff in LA. People were really interested in hearing all these old stories because it was kind of like a new idea. Oh, let's get all these sort of like minor characters from the streets and they can tell us crazy stories about the more famous players. So then all of a sudden we're like, oh, FBG Butter beat up King Von on the bus. That's crazy. Now all that shit is tapped because all those interviews have been done. So now the meta is have people on your podcast and get them to talk about current events. But that's like a lot harder because a lot less current events are really relevant. And there's so many more people doing interviews that now when you look through a channel like Vlad, No Jumper, Cam Capone, whatever, it's like, it's really like the current events game. And I wonder where it evolves from there or if we're just forever stuck in the current event
viral
meta.
characters. It's viral characters is where current events evolves into that are tied to current events and they wind up dictating that.
That helps.
Chicago hasn't seen in the past few years other than Jeff, or RP Jeff, you feel me? That's the last, other than Von, the closest thing that Chicago really seen in the past few years to a viral
And that's part
character.
of the problem too, is that in 2011, it was here's a new lit rapper every week. And now it's like very minimal. And when they come out, they're like 15.
Yeah.
Hey, before you move on, is Flacco coming back?
We do not know. I haven't talked to him about it in a little while. Yeah, I mean, he said he's going to the fight.
He always says he's coming back. Every time I talk to him pretty regularly, and he's always like, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
But I don't have much faith in his belief. He still owe me money from our last bet, which she's never going to pay me. You feel
For what
me?
bet?
Like, that he said that I got slapped on camera at No Jumper last year. You feel me? And,
Who's supposed to slap you?
he said that the homie Rick slapped me, but he didn't. You feel
No.
me? He said there was footage of it.
No.
And we bet $1,000 multiple times. Y'all both in the damn chat.
Wow.
This bet was made. And I never going to, and I'm not like pressed over the little thou wow, but he did say that. So I don't put much validity on him saying he finna come back.
Spotty Face just don't know better. You got to ignore him, right? Because I learned that. Because I've been mad at Flacco too many times. No, for real.
You were seeing him go through the same thing you've been through.
Yeah, I'm over it now. Because Flacco, I learned a lot of this shit be like kind of he be studioing. You feel me? Because he like villains. You feel me? So he can't. You act like you just this saint or you just like against this. He brought me to No Jumper.
Right.
He like villains, bro. He in love with villains, bro.
He loves knowing somebody's got a street reputation for sure.
Well, do you feel like, okay, like you heard that conversation with him and Spody. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like Spody was in the wrong to turn up the way he did when Flacco was simply stating his opinion as a media personality?
He can't help himself.
As aggravating as he was?
No, he's a serious person. He can't help himself.
But his opinion was, and I feel bad because I basically just had this exact conversation on the Whack Pod that they're going to see Sunday, but like his opinion was Spodyface's Crip card is forever revoked because he behaved like such a bitch on this podcast that I haven't seen, that I actually have no idea how he behaved. I mean, that to me, it's like he's leaping to conclusions. He's overstating it because obviously nobody's revoking his fucking Crip card, you know, and if someone was going to, you don't get to make this decision. I feel like Flacco, but that's the kind of stuff you would say if you wanted to make great content. You would say, oh, this guy can't be from the hood anymore. This guy is, you know, you'd really overstate it and exaggerate it, and that's what he did, and Spodyface got triggered by it. I can't blame him because, I mean, it's the kind of stuff that if some guy at the liquor store said it, Spodyface is taking off on him.
This gangbanger's career is over.
Yeah, that's just, it's way too much.
Hey, well,
but it's good for content. I get it.
All the content creators that's gangbangers that enter the internet pretty much know each other or know of each other. Like I done been in the county jail at the same time as Spodyface. Me and 4X, we very familiar with each other, but never bumped into each other. Me and Young Ant, we know each other. Me and Brick Baby, we know each other. We like everybody in this, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows who's who. And bro, his gangbang career ain't over.
Bro, Spodyface did it, and you did it, and I've heard so many other people do it, but he was like, man, Munchie B, I ain't gonna lie, he a real one. Everybody says that, and they all say it the same way, and like, I know what that means, but give me some goddamn details.
Oh,
fill in the blanks.
Who you said that last? Spody?
The Spodyface said that about you, and I've just heard like a lot of people say that about you, but nobody ever wants to give me the fucking details. Obviously, on a podcast,
Munchie,
not a good idea.
Would you still be nice to us? Like, would you still be my friend if like it was back in the day, like before, like, and you still like, could see and stuff, or do you feel like that made you like chiller? You feel me?
Nah, I'd be smooth with y'all, but I probably wouldn't be no podcaster today. Probably.
That's what I'm saying. You'd be more turned up. I feel like I don't know if like.
Yeah, I wouldn't be no podcast. I probably wouldn't even been a thought if I would have never got shot the way I got shot.
But in that way, is it a silver lining on it?
That's a what? Silver lining?
Silver lining that
what
you're
you mean by silver lining?
Out there frontlining and doing crazy shit in the hood. That you're doing something that's realistically probably more positive, right. More profitable, more safe.
I'm almost 1,000% sure if I would have never got shot the way I got shot, I wouldn't be sitting right here for sure. Or I wouldn't have never been podcasting with Break Baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like
never.
And that kind of goes to what Adam was saying before, like what we hear about Munchie B, like and we know it's you. It's not like it doesn't exist, but it's like this mythical character.
They used to say that shit about T-Rail too, and none of that really.
I never heard those stories.
People used to be like, "Oh, T-Rail was a real one," and then I never really feel like now it's a different.
The way I feel about T-Rail is from the 50s. He's born and raised in the 50s. A member of that community. I don't look at T-Rail as a gang banger. Like he going out harming nobody or squabbling no neighbors or nothing like that.
He said he went on a drive-by. He said he was in the car, but he didn't shoot.
Yeah, I don't know why he admitted some shit like that, but he most definitely from the community.
They were like, what was this thing on? Karen Bass, where you at?
No, they were like, I remember back in the day, they were like, yo, so what's the craziest shit you ever did in the hood back in the day or some shit? He's like, probably hopped in the car for a drive-by.
That's right. All right, T-Rail.
Dejan voice.
We know what hands you was using. No, I fucks with T-Rail, honestly. Like, T-Rail cool. But I'll be honest, what my homies that I just talked to, they talk about Smack. Like, fools know who Smack is. That I like different people that I know from sections, and they've been like, "Oh, Smack! I know that fool from over there from Troubles." Like, yeah, I done heard his name a lot.
But they talk about him like he was putting in work, or he was just around.
They know who he is. Okay. He outside. He was there in some capacity, whatever participation level he had. I don't know what trophies he got or don't, but he was there. I know T-Rail from there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but
now it's crazy because I'll just send Smack to the store.
You stupid.
Go get me some chips.
You stupid, man. Hey, man, that need to be the next mediation, man.
Oh, yeah.
No, for real.
You never know, maybe.
No, for real. No. I'm convinced them to apologize for the kid slander. You know what I'm saying? Because kids supposed to be off limits.
Did
you know
they?
They did apologize?
No. I'm saying that'll be my first order of business if I was to be the mediator.
Lush, would you fight Smack on the Aiden Ross Brandress card?
Hey, you know, for the big dog, hey, for my big dog Aiden, hey, Smack, I ain't got no beef with you. You feel me? Like, you a real one. You feel me? But
that's content. We got the content.
For Aiden, for my big dog Aiden Ross, you feel me? Like, in the name
actually, though, he does have a fucked up foot.
Hey,
we could do and I'm pretty sure Smack a lot more athletic than me. We see I can't really punch that.
Actually, also, I don't know if he's 40. They told me I have to do a physical because I'm 40.
I'm 44. Like,
I don't think he's 40, is he? He's probably
I don't know how old, bro.
30s, late
30s. He's like 39.
Smack? He's probably
38, 39.
younger than 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like, it's not like I'm looking to fight Smack. But for Aiden Ross card, there's not too many people I wouldn't fight. Speaking of which, hey, Munchie, you think this Jason Love finna lay out at him? And how bad is it if he already knocked down his shorty and then he gonna knock him out?
The fuck? Where'd you get that narrative?
That's more motivation for you, right, Adam?
I mean, honestly, I'm kind of indifferent about him having banged my wife, but
because that's the line of work you in.
Yeah, so, it's really.
But no,
I think it makes.
I think Adam might need more than 3 weeks.
That is a good point. Yeah.
How tall is he?
6'5". Oh no, yeah. Google says 6'5".
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck.
How tall is you?
6'3".
You ain't that far off.
Yeah, I remember when I saw him about a year ago in Vegas, and I hadn't seen him for at least a year before that. And when I looked at him, I remember just thinking like, oh, I had like built this dude up to be way bigger in my head, you know, with the whole wife banging thing and everything. When I saw him, I was like, oh, okay, you know, he's like a big, strong dude, but he didn't look like that crazy in front of me. And also, like, I haven't seen him in a while, but when I saw the picture that he sent in for the flyer, he looked skinnier. Like he looked not
Jason Love,
quite,
you gotta stop doing coke, homie.
I have no knowledge of that, but I mean, he didn't in the flyer photo. He just didn't look as big. So I wonder if maybe he's consciously like lessened his size, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Question:
maybe?
You think it's any possibility, any way we could get Alex Alonso on whack on that card?
Ooh,
no.
I feel like Wack would want to fight somebody but higher profile, to be honest.
I mean, he talks about, well, just if you feel it's easy win, get your money, right?
He needs to fight Birdman for a fucking
I like Wack versus Birdman.
Birdman, he way higher stature. You know what I'm saying?
I like Wack versus Birdman.
Maybe they'll let Big U out for a squabble.
J Diggs gets work release.
Yo, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, no, Big U.
Big
nigga, that's really is still physically fitting. You know
and Wack is intimidating, but if you put him next to Big U, he would immediately seem less intimidating because the height difference is like crazy.
Maybe against Big U, but I'll say this: like Wack. Like one time I was super drunk in the office, right? Mm-hmm. And Wack was here, and like I was making a lot of jokes that day. You feel me? And
you're having one of those days.
Yeah, just one of those days where I'm just super feeling myself, kind of like today type shit. And like I like ran up and like said something crazy to Wack. You feel me? And he was just playing, hit me with like a play. You feel me? A little play punch. You feel me? And I could tell Wack would fuck somebody up if he wanted to. He actually got manotas. He got hands, dude. I can tell it. I don't know if it's.
Thank you for putting that in both languages.
He got that.
Yeah, man. Just throw it out there, man. Alex Alonso, he ready?
Okay.
So yeah,
that's so crazy to me but that is the right attitude because Forestia wouldn't fight King Pill because he felt like it was real beef, right? But like. Meanwhile, like Alex Alonso is down to fight Wack. That's real beef. They actually don't like each other. So I appreciate the idea of him doing it, but I feel like Wack's going to say no.
It's a real.
Although honestly, I feel like Wack could just piece him up. Like I feel like
I'm not going to lie.
I would let a bet on that.
If I just saw the two of them and I didn't know that I would. Even though Alex is like a lot taller than him, he's bigger than him. Wack's not tall. I would just guess that Wack would fuck him up.
Sometimes you just find out that somebody has mad boxing training over the years and that they're kind of like really used to this. So, I mean, I'm not going to say that he like couldn't take Wack. It just from having been around them both. Yeah, I'm definitely.
Man, if I was like, I'll say take it, man. So you just go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? It's easy, right?
Remo is at work. Remo's making some fights happen for that undercard that are going to be fucking dope.
I think Smack should definitely box me on there and we should both get a bag. You feel me? Because for him, it's easy win.
Hey, you know what? Hey, don't it need to be a female on there?
I don't know. There might be one female on there.
Could I find somebody for Jalise?
find someone for Jalise. I don't know, because part of this is that we have to like be able to convince Aiden Ross that this person is well known.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I feel like there might be a fade for Jalise though in these.
EBK Young Jock. Oh, you just did the booger thing again.
I've been hearing about this booger shit, bro.
Would you rather?
And they said I was there for it.
Yeah. I need another slow-mo clip.
Do you see how good I blocked it though? Like I literally like Munchie.
We go have some Kleenex on standby for you, brother.
I see what you did there. But all right, for sure.
Shout out to Remo though. Remo, I'm not gonna lie. Remo is the one who put the idea in Aiden Ross's head, and then they sent me a list of opponents. So it might be kind of shocking for some people to hear this, but Jason Love is the one out of like 4 names. Jason Love was the one that I wanted to fight the most.
That's right.
As in that I thought I had the best chance against, which kind of gives you an idea of what kind of dudes are 240.
They can't put no Jake Pauls in front of you. You in trouble.
No, yeah, he's a machine. Yeah, I can't fuck with that.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming 4 extras on the list.
No, you ain't.
They're not gonna let him.
All
fight.
that shit is rap shit, man. The 4 extras ain't about to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not gonna let him fight until he gets cleared medically, and I don't think that's gonna happen for years, probably, or ever.
Okay.
Nah, that ain't gonna ever happen, bro. That shit is what it is.
That's just probably gonna hurt so bad for so long.
We have to clear several sanctions to make these fight. And, at the end of the day.
Flacco in the group chat, why do Lush have a black eye?
He didn't know.
Maybe he hasn't been paying attention. He didn't watch the Tuesday show.
He was in the group chat. We was talking about it's like a new black guy.
Flacco, you need to get on this Aiden Ross card.
Yeah, exactly. Spody Face versus Flacco. What's happening?
Oh, that'd be bad.
God. Spody Face could jump over Flacco.
Yeah, that'd be bad, bro. If Flacco, that's my African, but you feel me?
Who would be like because if we're being honest, although Spody Face has a great reason to want to fight Flacco, who like fame level wise?
I know so few people that are shaped like Flacco. That's the problem.
Well, not only,
but also he's smaller now.
But like also based on his is he smaller?
I mean, he said he lost like 30, 40 pounds, right? Something crazy like that.
We gonna believe that like a Lush One drug test. Show me your scale, player.
I hear you, but I'm just saying.
Hey, you got to FaceTime, Flacco. You got to FaceTime, bro.
You got to body time.
Yeah, you got to set it up on the tripod and FaceTime.
Set it up on the tripod.
And then FaceTime for real.
You know what the illest combination is though is Crib Mac is about to be a free man. Crib Mac is about the bread
this month.
Crib Mac will fight someone. I'm not saying on the same card as me, but Crib Mac will fight someone.
If Crib Mac's allowed to, because I feel like it's easy. Look, I was able to convince the parole officer, whoever, I forget bro's name, shouts to whoever bro was, that he should go to Oakland to do a rap battle. And it was really difficult to do that, but
Who should do a rap battle?
Crib Mac. I got Crib Mac to do a rap battle.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing a rap battle this year too.
I think it's a great idea.
Who you want to battle?
Just whoever's. Maybe Jason Love.
Disaster. Daylight.
Honestly though, I don't know, but I'm open to it. But anyway, no. Okay, this just proves to you though how big my heart is that I'm trying to get AD a fight.
Mm-hmm. You should. I mean, like honestly, AD after, and I say this because I fuck with AD. We done talked recently. He cool. He took some L's when it comes to fades. That we like.
You know what's funny though? Okay, I heard about that was in San Diego or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they talking about this out of shape AD and all that. But I know AD from back in the days, and I've been outside when AD got cracking and squabbling and shit. So all the new shit I don't know nothing about. But I didn't witness AD get going.
You seen demos?
Yeah.
Since we've known him, the only fight that I really know about was the one in San Diego or whatever, which to be honest, not really that indicative of his fighting skill.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna
blackout drunk.
Because I know AD from the AOB days, Joe Moses and shit. We was all outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it get cracking and AD get going though. So, but I don't know. Maybe he been eating too much or some shit. But
definitely, he's been eating too much. Definitely needs to be on the same Ozempic that Duno is on. Oh, there's a person. Duno could fight Flacco.
That'd be interesting. For all of Flacco's pent-up hatred against Mexicans.
But Flacco is losing weight, and Duno is gay. Is just. I feel like Duno's way bigger than Flacco now.
Has he never not been?
Yeah, Duno is like scary.
I'm keep it real. I ain't never just had zero faith in Flacco squabbling.
He talks about himself as if he's capable, but I don't know. But yo, if AD turns down the fight that I suggested that he take,
could you say what you suggested? Or no?
Not at this time, but I'm just I threw it out there. Hopefully they try to make it happen because that would be epic.
Dijon versus AD.
Nah, hell no.
I'm just playing.
What?
Dijon versus Flacco. Dijon would do it. Dijon would do it and would win.
He would fuck him up.
Maybe. I don't know.
And then he gets what he wants.
We ain't heard about that Mexican dude he beat up since.
I told Smack, bro, stop like talking shit to Dijon, bro. You can't win, bro. Just leave that shit alone. That shit's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop arguing with him.
It's a lose-lose.
It's definitely not the path to fame and fortune. Beefing with Dejan.
It's a good way to end your career and get embarrassed if you get beat up by a gay nigga.
I love how everybody, orbiting No Jumper is like extremely excited to go do podcasts with Dejan. Though I don't know what it is. They just get lured in. They're like, yeah. Well, I mean, I want to spend time with you.
Tam and him are literally probably having a pillow fight as we speak. Like simultaneous as this pod, they're having a pillow fight. Popcorn's out. They're debating.
It didn't work out with Rich Trapper or Ash Bash. Yeah. So how long will Tam last? I don't know.
I wonder that. So let me ask you, because you're a Munchie. You and Ash Bash been cool for a while. Y'all have a past occurrence and all that. How did you feel like her leaving the pod and then her beefing with Dijon? Were you like, did you see that coming?
No, she said it really didn't have nothing to do with her. She said it was in a group text. Her, the Trapper, and it. Like, she was really quiet during the group text, and then they turned it to a y'all thing. Like, it really had nothing to do with her. She hopped in and had a little bit to say or whatever. Then she looked up, and Dejan was, like, kind of bashing her. I guess she fell asleep.
You got a lot of girlfriends that have been on this pod at a certain point.
On this pod?
Yeah.
That sat down?
I feel like it, yeah. It's not girlfriends, just, like, women that you've had dealings with. Munchie's kind of a demon with these hoes.
He's pretty vocal about who he slept with.
No. Ricky friends with one of my ex's brother, and then Tam is cool. One of my exes, like that's how I met Tam, through one of my exes.
Tania.
Nah, Tania ain't my ex.
No, I'm saying she was like, you had dealings with her.
Oh yeah.
And then you putting numbers on the board, player. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 so far.
You're just assuming.
You crazy.
You literally just said
it could be 4 or 5 lifetime.
Yeah, that could be all.
You're just assuming that there's a lot more as well.
That's all the girls that might be all ever fucked in his life. Yeah.
I just like the lush glazing is so extreme that it even extends to like how many sex partners you've had. I feel like I've had like 1,000 sex partners.
No, I feel like
glaze me.
But yeah, I feel like people miss.
You should have more than 1,000.
I know, right?
Yeah, 1,000 is light for what I thought you would have. I thought you were a rock star.
I haven't kept track in so long.
No, here's the thing. Lush glazing is very disingenuous. I glaze because I know how to make people feel disarmed, and I know how to make them comfortable.
You ain't got to disarm me, though.
I know that. You my partner.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm just literally being like, damn, the homie got some poon. Like, it ain't even it's a whole different thing when it comes to our combo right now. But yeah, I glaze so much less than people. Man, I never worked at a donut shop in my life.
You really think that? God damn it!
No, I know.
You really?
You could get a Krispy Kreme sponsorship for sure.
So you think your glazing is overstated, and this is like a figment in the imagination of the entire audience and all of your co-hosts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
everyone is wrong. I feel you though. Sometimes I feel that way. Everybody's wrong besides me.
I think it'd be very mischaracterized.
I think
taken out of context, 100%.
You're qualified to speak at anybody wedding and give a speech.
Okay, exactly.
Because he's had a lifetime of unsuccessful relationships.
No. I
know to talk somebody up. I'm gonna make them sound good at a wedding speech. You're gonna want your homeboy when you're doing the best man speech. And Randy's always been a solid guy. Remember that one time in Detroit? Like, Randy, but Randy, in all seriousness, Jessica, you're very lucky to have Randy. He saved a cat. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
But fuck it, let's get to it.
So, okay. A couple weeks ago, we had a podcasting experience. It was a 5-hour episode. Some would say one of our better episodes in recent memory, and longest, yeah. And on that episode, honestly, it felt like a mostly smooth episode until it felt like towards the end things started to get a little bit intense between you and I.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, it really ratcheted up a bit due to some poking, some literal physical poking.
I mean, Anna already stole my girlfriend in the middle of the episode. I was like, you know what I mean?
Is that right?
It has been rumored that is your Jason Love now.
You feel me?
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Lush is the one in the cuck chair now.
Hold on. Before you go, explain that.
Ant went over Lush's apartment and fucked Germ in front of Lush.
Is that right?
If that was true, that'd be pretty fucking hilarious. But no, the reality is Germ was sitting there looking kind of cute and looking kind of toxic, licking her lips. You feel me? Sitting right next to Ant. I don't know.
I was feeling the energy.
I didn't
Hold on. I thought I remembered Germ right there.
Yeah.
Adam right here, me right here, you right here, and Ant over there.
And over there.
So that wasn't right next to him. What you talking about?
It is right next.
No, Ant was on the far right. It was Ant, Germ, me, Munchie, Lush.
Okay, so Ant was okay.
Yeah.
I think my bitch almost fucking was from A-Tray by the end of the night, dog. It was about to be a slimy situation.
Do you think with that? Like, do you see the appeal of bringing a guy with a bigger dick than you over and letting him fuck your girl in front of you?
No, that's more like an Adam type thing. You feel me? Like,
I don't do that. It's more of a porn thing. But Diddy,
yeah.
That honestly, that's the great thing about this whole Jason Love narrative coming back up again is that now I can be like, yes, I did that. But really, look at Diddy.
I don't kink shame people though. I really don't kink shame. If that's what like a motherfucker's, I get what the appeal could be on all sides of that. You feel me? Like, cause I'm intellectual enough. I'm not obtuse. I don't just see things from one angle.
But you heard what Vlad said, right? He said he seen the video and then he called it a medical condition as far as Puffy go.
Oh, his dick being so small?
Yeah, Mano was like, what you mean? Like he says micro penis.
And keep in mind, Diddy was known for allegedly doing a lot of Molly, Tusi, cocaine, etc., which are pretty much like the best ways that I could ever think of to make your dick not function properly.
Right.
So in addition to having a very small dick, it's probably pretty likely that it was borderline non-operational a lot of the time. Honestly, the idea of a guy coming over and fucking my girl doesn't really like bother me. If we were going to have like a freaky night, as long as there's another girl there and I could be banging the other girl. If we're swapping, that doesn't really, I'm totally cool with it.
And I'm pretty sure realistically,
We've never done that, but I would be down to do that.
Puffy had access to a bevy of vagine at all times. Like,
yeah.
He had multiple, he was smacking down shit the whole time he was with.
Well, was it? We don't really know that.
If I were to guess.
And all those crazy stories, like almost none of the stories are about Puff having sex with the girls.
That's crazy. I figure if I'm Puffy, I'm getting top 24/7.
I would assume that he was, but whatever. Anyway, so you got cucked by Aunt Hefe. And
devastating.
The situation got kind of wild. Everybody's seen it by now. Having had time to reflect on it. Okay, actually, we'll just go event by event because the podcast ends and people will remember that like the vibe for maybe like the last 10 minutes of the podcast was pretty awkward because we had sort of allowed it to get to this like crazy fevered pitch. And then I had to read some donations and stuff. We sat there for like another 10 minutes. Then the podcast ends. Munchie B leaves. And I actually sent you a voice note that night, basically kind of anticipating what was going to happen in the sense of like, I knew that everybody was going to be on your helmet acting like I was on some crazy shit or that you had been disrespected or whatever. So in anticipation of that, I kind of hit you up just letting you know, hey, I fuck with you. I want to keep podcasting together. I know that there's going to be a lot of crazy conversation about this, but I just want to let you know that I still want to keep this thing going. And regardless of how tonight went, we could talk about it and everything like that. But, I kind of correctly assumed. I've been doing this long enough that I knew that conversation was coming. Right. So, but that night, I sent that voice note maybe a couple hours after the podcast ended. Like, where were you at that night? Because I kind of felt like you left not angry.
That's
and
what
then
it seemed like.
As time went by a little bit, you started to like kind of absorb the chat narratives and the other YouTubers' narratives, and that might have changed how you viewed it a little bit.
No, when I left here, when I'm in the whip, we sliding off, I knew I had a horrible pod. You know what I'm saying? I got the message. I'm like, oh, I'm saying, and he was like, man, you should probably try to, you know what I'm saying, check it out, run it back. You know know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I agreed, because I knew it went bad by the time I left this building. But when I go home, I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I wake up because, you know what I'm saying, I was faded. I really don't remember a lot of this stuff, but I'm coming across these titles. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I'm talking about like kicked and all, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Right? And then I was here, but I wasn't here. You know, I was here physically, but I woke up that day on some I was on some fake celebrating some shit. That ain't really where I went up about some shit that was really minute though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I mean, we've all blacked out. I've just never done it on a podcast, so I can't even imagine how weird it must be to like black out, but then have there be a video of everything that you were doing while you were blackout.
Oh, you mean my life?
Yeah,
every day?
yeah.
You've never blacked out all the years? You like
on camera? No. That. But that's the first time. Like, no,
I've only even really been drunk a couple times.
Yeah, I know you're not like a drinker,
but I mean, like on the podcast. Yeah.
First of all, the kick thing. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, hold on. That's why I tell like, hold on. You kicked me or something? And you like, no, I was creating distance. Now I hit the homie. I'm like, hey, that nigga Adam kicked me, nigga. He's like, no, he was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, because you was poking him, and you know what I'm saying. Well, so I'm like, yeah, like, if the nigga booted me, where the fuck was you at, nigga? You feel me?
Yeah.
Right. So, boom. So, but I hit Adam. I'm like, hey man, we need to go live later on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't busy today, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I ran across a couple of clips. I already see my bloopers. You know what I'm saying? But I got some things I need to address. You know what I'm saying? Like on how things played out. He was like, all right, boom. But then he's like, oh, no, not today. Okay. But then I noticed, you know what I'm saying? The Stink Team dudes was on the news earlier. I'm like, maybe you don't want us to cross paths or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? That was Tuesday, then Wednesday. Like, it didn't happen. Then Thursday, I was just over it. Like, oh man, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't even tripping on no. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, well, when you have a performance like that, sometimes you gotta take a step back and just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, reset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I was all right. So the podcast was Tuesday, and then Wednesday you kind of say that you need to have a sit down or whatever.
Right.
Then I was just like, honestly, I was down, and if you had hit me up and been like, "Yo, I'm really trying to do this today," I would have been like, "All right, cool, let's do it." But I was thinking like that you didn't give a shit if I responded about it, or I responded, but like in terms of the sit down, I figured that you didn't care if it was a day later or 3 days later or whatever. So then Thursday, I'm doing another podcast, and you texted me and Josh and left the group chat and basically said that, you know, you were good. But I called you and kind of like sensed that you were not 100% on that decision.
Yeah, but I was on some shit like at first, like long as before Monday, before the next Tuesday show.
Yeah.
You know
but leaving the group chat is like a resignation letter. You didn't silence the group chat. You didn't. If you could have silenced
hardcore,
it, yeah. You left the group. I was like,
no, I left it. And I group check. I group text Adam and Josh, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's even more finality. You're like, oh, thanks for the opportunity, blood. That's like, AKA, I'm done. You feel me? Like, fuck.
Yeah. It was pretty final. But then as soon as I talked to him, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to be able to resuscitate this one.
I was, thank God.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nah, but like when you have a performance like that, you gotta take a step back and then, like, you know what I'm saying, reset. You know what I'm saying?
I totally get that.
Because I know I was faded, I overdid it. You know what I'm saying? I was poking, but I'm gonna tell you this though. Like, I watch it back. Hey, stop touching. Hey, stop. I'm not okay. The first couple, hey, stop touching me. I'm not okay. But after, I'm like, man, maybe he was performing after a while. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? After a while, maybe
he really didn't like that shit. I promise.
No. In the beginning, it's like, all right, hold on, you poking me, nigga. Like, you feel me? But like I said, you just got to take a step back. You know what I'm saying? And then I already know it's gonna be reactions. This is how content go, and everybody be having a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I didn't. I wasn't looking at a lot of reactions because I don't want to respond negative. Because I know I'll shoot back. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't like clicking on none of that shit though. I clicked on like Hoodie Hood. You feel me? I clicked on
I'm sure he had a brilliant take.
Okay, so yesterday I was
two of them.
Yesterday I was on the news with or not the news. We had the, you feel me, the No Jumper show with Ant, and he basically was like, at this point, Munchie and I done spoke, and or texted, whatever the case may be, and we on a cool accord. He was asking, he's like, Lush, how the fuck could you say you felt tension between me and
everybody did, bro?
Yeah, trying to make, and then I'm getting like questioned by everyone, making it seem like I'm retarded for somehow feeling like there's clearly obvious tension between these two guys.
No, but it had been pretty below the surface. Like it had been simmering, little flare-ups, but it was never overt enough. Like if I had to honestly guess, I would say that like 10% of the audience maybe was really picking up on it.
I guess
maybe a little
more than 10. More than 10.
Think? Okay.
Yeah, but it, like people point to the what's that Young Thug thing. But like I was catching low vibes before that. You know what I'm saying? Or and to what he keep tapping on, like how am I hating? All right, maybe I used the wrong word with hating. You know what I'm saying? But I was feeling some weird vibes. You know what I'm saying? And then with the Young Thug thing, to argue so hard about something you didn't even look into, like what's it like? Well, what did he do? The whole shit kicked off.
You were arguing way harder than he was.
No. If you saying, well, what did he do? You arguing some shit you know absolutely nothing about. So I'm doubling down. Like, let's talk about it because it kicked off because of this man.
Yeah. I mean, we are all potting, so like having a contentious opinion is what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That
argument just took on a different flavor pretty quickly.
Different.
Yeah, it felt different. Yeah. It felt like real anger.
Yeah, but and then you know what I'm saying? But I ignored it again. Like people pointing this out, I ignored that shit. I don't be letting people sway me left or right, you know what I'm saying? I ignore that little shit because me and Ant got a relationship prior to No Jumper, and you know what I'm saying? We know each other from the streets and from the jailhouse, and you know what I'm saying? So, and now on a podcast on 3 different levels.
Well, and allegedly you have, Ant has information about you from jail that he's planning on dropping a nuclear bomb.
Right, and that's why I'm like, that was weird. So, and that's something else somebody else pointed out, like, man, hey, kill out with you and Ant, man. People want to see y'all get into it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, true, because I click on, the Adam and Winnie 100 show, and then he like, oh, yeah, I don't know why Ant held back. He did a lot of protecting Munchie in jail. I think he got a nuke. I'm like, what the fuck is a nuke? I'm like, okay, nuclear. Like, I didn't know what man, bro. Ant never took a fade for me, never protected me or nothing like that. Me and him both told the story. We was in the county jail one time. You know what I'm saying? And then I text Ant like, I don't know what he talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a great whack narrative for him to kick up.
I mean, but that's whack being whacked though.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's whack doing what he do. You can't really hate on it. Like,
okay, so when they did the Adam and Wack and Wack came in doing a little skit, like people was texting me upset. I'm like, man, what else you expect out of him? I don't expect Wack to be like, man, farewell Munchie. Well, he's a good putt. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
farewell Munchie.
He go do what he do. So. And I'm gonna do what I do. We don't care for each other, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
what's the real root of though? Like why you and Ant felt like? What do you feel like the tension was coming from?
No.
It's still a little foggy.
No. My shit was just vibes, picking up energy. You know what I'm saying? Just picking up vibes.
Just like on some like hooping shit. Like we all playing ball, like bravado type shit. Or is there a specific thing that you could point to that when you first realize, something might be off?
Just vibes, the shifts of conversations, or being combative on certain things, and you know that ain't no validity there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you just trying too hard. It was things like that, but it's easily shit I could have called in on. I could have like, hey, like, what's up? You know what I mean? So that's why I said when you like kick back and reset, because I don't got a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? I reset all the time and figure myself out and bounce back. You know what I'm saying?
That is kind of the weird part, is that despite this, we still haven't really seen you and Ant have a conversation on camera about whatever the issues were. So I don't know how overt that conversation is going to end up being, but that would be. I mean, I know you guys talking about.
I don't mind. I ain't like. It's some people I refuse to be on camera with. And ain't one of them. You know what I mean?
And that's what he said too.
Would you be on the podcast with Spuddy Face?
No, Spuddy Face straight. Me and Spuddy Face. This a different Spuddy Face. This a mature Spuddy Face. Like people like 4 Extras and Crib Mac. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, like I ain't tripping on Spuddy Face.
We haven't seen new Crib Mac. Crib Mac might be on some of this shit. To be fair.
But hold on, but see,
somehow I doubt it.
Where I'm, this is where I'm confused at, right? Because, I went to Hater World and they was like, oh yeah, Bro Rogan. I never heard of him. I'm like, oh no, it sound familiar because of the Joe Rogan thing. I think I'm like, it sound familiar.
Same person essentially,
right? It's a spin off the name, and then they like, yeah, he was here. He brought you up. I'm like, oh yeah. I ain't never heard of him. So I'm guessing it wasn't in a positive light. Then I heard he like more so lean towards the, the 40s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So then I checked the clip out the other day. You know what I'm saying? Bro Rogan was here. Mm-hmm. And then I remember that, so I DM'd Spuddy Face. I'm like, hey man, is he from 40s? I already knew he wasn't. He like, no, why? I'm like, oh no, I heard he brought my name up in the past. I was just wondering, like, oh no, he ain't gangbanging at all. I'm like, okay, for sure.
He's an affiliate.
Yeah, right.
A turned up non-affiliate.
I was just wondering, like, I ain't never met this Bro Rogan dude. I didn't even
people who don't know what channel you're talking about probably think you sound like such a retard right there.
It's a tuna.
What's that?
Turned up non-affiliate.
2 games for
YouTube.
Yeah. Imagine what 90% of the audience. Actually, I guess we played him enough. But yo. Yeah, that shit is. Wait, what the fuck were we just talking about?
Let's talk about the whole fiasco from a couple Tuesday shows ago before the new year.
Rogan.
No, okay, but so you want to know something funny? This is like, all right, so Wack and Bro Rogan been like into it a little bit over this whole podcast drama or whatever, and so Wack posted screenshots on his story and on his feed actually, and said one of them is from Bro Rogan and it's from July. So this is
this is insane, by the way.
So it's like a month after 4 Extra blew his hand off, right? And Bro Rogan said basically to Wack, like, yeah, man, No Jumper fucked up. Like, they fucked up. Like, I told you that they was stupid for bringing Ant and Munchie on that shit. And what he's basically saying there is that Princess 4 Extra needs to be babied to such an extent that I was crazy for bringing people like you and Ant, which Ant is like the least aggressive gangbanger podcaster you could like. Ant does not do any of this anti-neighborhood shit, anything like that. Ant is like super cool, super player on camera. You would have no idea who his hood beefs with.
100%.
He never mentions anything like that, and even on his channel, I've never seen anything like that from him. So it's like, the idea that like bringing Ant on the channel was a bad move on our part because it might someday upset His Highness King 4 Extra. The fuck out of here. Come on. I'll take you and Ant over 4 Extra for the record. I'm just going to throw that out there. You guys are both better conversationalists.
But Bro Rogan, I've been on No Jumper before 4 Extras though. So he said me and Ant, and then okay, and then the word sympathizer sound bad, right?
Right.
But it is what it is. Like he a 40 sympathizer. Because he don't gang bang, but that's it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, he grew up like near that community, Crenshaw District, all that. So yeah, essentially it's the same thing.
I think the first time I met Bro Rogan was when I went to the gym in Encino with 4 Extra, and Bro Rogan was just like with him. So
Bro Rogan's a cool dude. That's the
if you let 4 Extra drive your car,
you're nuts.
You are a rolling 40s advocate for sure. Like that, I'm gonna put those 2 pieces of the puzzle together. Yeah,
you might be a part of that Rico. God willing, that's not true.
You drove to the gym. You're part of the Rico. Yeah.
Yeah. But
hey man, I could bet my last out I'm a better podcaster than Bro Rogan, bro. For sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. And whatever he said about me, I ain't gonna go look for it. I don't even want to hear it. But I'm like, I don't even know you, bro.
But that's kind of what the whole, like, that's how I read that whole text that Wack exposed. It wasn't more like a direct critique or like it was coming from 4 Extra. It was more like a, how come I'm not on the podcast? Fuck these other guys. That's kind of how it read to me.
But, okay,
no offense, Bro Rogan, you the homie, but that's how I read it.
The direct quote, and for the record, it was 6:48 in the morning, and Bro Rogan said,
"Thinking about me that early?"
I know, that's pretty early, bro. Like, you better have a fucking landscaping job or something if you up that early. But I tried to warn y'all about how dumb hiring Ant and Munch. Now 4 Extra is out the hospital, and he knows he's more valuable now and can do his thing anywhere. That very much has been yet to be proven.
Nah. No.
Four
extras need a machine.
That kind of sounds like he's one of those voices that were giving the bad advice.
You know what's pretty crazy too? Is that Bro Rogan also said to Wack, between me and you, one of the other homies was standing next to him helping him.
Helping who?
I mean, I'm kind of feeling like maybe he's talking about the firework incident. Maybe that's like he's talking about the other person who allegedly got hurt in the fireworks explosion.
What 4X said on the trap thing that he like, hey, like this. And he told him like, no. And he said that's all he remembered.
Yeah,
I doubt that's all he remembered, but he just being vague. You know
but I don't know. It seems pretty genuine. I could have been. You could be right. He could have just been saying that, but he said he's like this, and the homie said you tripping. Like that's what they told him not to do it. And that's the last thing he remembers is his boys being like, nah. That's literally what he said on the Tribe interview.
Yeah, I don't know, Bro Rogan, man, but shit, more life, brother. I guess. No, for real.
I don't think he has anything against Aunt Hefe or you. I just think that he like his podcast business advice for No Jumper was that we were crazy for doing anything that could have potentially upset 4Extra. So like the Bro Rogan vision for No Jumper is actually what Gumby was mad about. That this would become Neighborhood Jumper, which is basically what Bro Rogan's vision for it was, because obviously 4Extra beefs with like nearly every gang in LA outside of his own hood. So
I mean, everything was kind of no funny shit. Things were set up for 4Extra to be the primary focus of the content, other than yourself,
to be the Kobe Bryant around
like beyond like the fades he was potentially could have caught, which would have been lucrative.
But that is kind of true. If you zoom out and really look at 2025 from No Jumper, a lot of our most notable content that was really going super viral and shit was the 4Extra shit. Like that was kind of, especially with Brig getting locked up, Crib Mac was like 4Extra kind of stole a lot of the shine, so it was kind of crazy that just came to but also it was done by the summer.
Well, but yeah,
I mean, but majority of the time he was locked up.
He was locked up, and then there was the accident. I don't think there was a 2-month period of him feet on pavement.
That's what I kept saying, but that's why like it's weird because with someone like Brig, it's like, damn, he was on the channel for like 2 years straight and it was really, really good. Someone like AD, it was like 2 or 3 years like consistent. Before actually it was like all these little couple month stints.
And first of all, Brig wasn't even here for 2 years. Like he was here for like a year and some change. Like
it felt like longer though.
It felt like longer because Brig basically, if it wasn't, in my opinion, Brig, as far as other characters that were introduced, he made it like he kept No Jumper alive during a dark time. You feel me? Like he was the main character that had been introduced that was making motion during that time. And then we have this current era with the Lushes and the Munchies, whatever.
He was our Plaque Boy Max. No Jumper face clan.
Break might say 6-0 and cuz every other word, but he ain't too serious and shit. He'd be gay with Adam and, you know what I'm saying?
Amy.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? He like, he's relaxing, just, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, okay, I think No Jumper is at its best when you have characters who are kind of like the streets, and then also maybe a little bit nerdier. It doesn't have to be like the white dude, but like, like if you combine dudes who are a little bit more nerdy with dudes who are a little bit more street, I feel like that is kind of like the magic combination, because those are basically the two sides of the audience. And so the audience could relate to either side and they're interested in either side. And so I think Brig Baby in a weird way has this crazy
mixture.
You look into him, he's got the craziest street reputation you ever heard, like, crazy shit. And then also gets white people and like can hang with white people and like see like, because I've known him to be like friends with all kinds of white people for like many years, and clearly like fits in with that world, whether it's because of the drugs or the girls or whatever. Like he gets that side of things too, and so that's why people were kind of like astonished. How can he sex play with Adam? How can he do baby oil jokes with Unk? An actual homosexual voodoo doctor.
100%.
And so I think like that was kind of like hard for a lot of people to accept, but I also think that's why he really made sense. Because like okay, like somebody like Spodyface, I fuck with Spodyface as a podcaster. If he were to like be on No Jumper in the long run, I guarantee that the thing that would piss people off about him would just be that he's like a little too serious. He's like a little bit too.
There's not going to be any buka buka from.
And I'm not at all saying that like, hey, you got to get with the true Zestophile jokes in order to like fit in here. But as time goes on, if you're a little too hardcore, the people seem to get mad about that.
No jumper like basketball. You got to have the right 5 on the floor at the time. Mm-hmm. You know, they mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it feels like to be Spuddy Face, you just mix them with the right group. You know what I'm saying? So with a sense of humor, a light sense of humor, then, you know, because he kind of darker. You know what I mean? Like,
the thing Spuddy Face does well is he wasn't afraid to talk about shit. Like, even though he might not have it, he might be a little bit serious about it, but at least he like didn't shy away from topics or, oh, we can't talk about, because there's really dope podcasters. Like, for example, and I totally get why, like Gumby, you know what I'm saying? Like, he shied away from when the controversy came in, understandably so.
Because, what, that day on that call?
Yeah.
That was out of line, bro.
That was wild.
For sure.
But also, it's like, you can't have all these like super reputable Hoovers having a conversation and then be like, oh, boom, one of the most reputable Hoovers is on this podcast with 5,000 people watching. Boom, let's just take this private conversation and move it to the public. And like, as gang members, and again, I'm just guessing because I'm not one of them, but like, that's got to be like the most important thing, is the unity within your hood and the faith in everybody else that they're not going to just go make content out of your hood business. You know, that to me, that's like what a neighborhood has to kind of have in common. That's like one of the most important things. Don't tell on each other and don't make content about each other.
Okay.
Because that's basically telling.
Well, our podcast etiquette, right? Don't Adam 22 think he should stop answering this one particular person call? Cause he well, no. Cause when he called, he's bearing bad news, or he not saying nothing at all. Or he'd be like, "Oh yeah, what's up? Oh, you live?" Like he don't know. Like, oh, or I'm gonna talk about that business later. Just call me when you done. Like, or it just be some horrible shit.
Well, we kind of know what we're getting into when White calls. Yeah, like realistically.
Yeah, and it's almost like. Like he kept calling
that call
back.
Was not for the internet.
He kept calling back with Spody Face the other day, and it was awkward. Yeah, and it's like, you know, when you pick up the phone that it's going to be some entertaining shit, but then you also know that it's possibly going to offend at least one person.
Spody Face content was on the fence, okay, but the Gumby shit was all the way out of line.
Yeah,
but because I know the other party, I know Alshon, I talked to him, and I know his reasoning for calling in. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Alshon is cool, but. All in all, that was out of line, bro. And then, you know, my boy Folok was here. Folok was trying to.
Shouts to Folok.
Yeah, Folok
was cool.
Folok, my boy. He good peoples. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I need jail to him and shit.
Because think about, like, as soon as like some Hoover beef starts, all of us as internet podcasters who are not members of the Hoovers is like, we could talk about it. It's your job as a hood to like make sure as little as possible gets out to the public.
Well, and we seen Brick dealing with what that looks like in a catastrophic way in real time. Like Brick would be on a pod. He would, and not just like regarding his hood, but just hood business or street business. He would get phone calls or things, and he'd be like, "We can't talk about this." and even like if Brick's saying that, you know, you probably shouldn't, because Brick is willing to talk about.
Remember when Wack called in that time?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Brick walked out the room, because he was like saying all this shit about Big U that all came true. It was just a couple weeks too early.
Anytime he called in, is bad news.
Well, yeah, he's gonna definitely like crash the party. He's for sure like full force in house party. He's coming, you feel me? He kicks some fucking ass. Like it's gonna be something when he come through.
I think ain't nothing topping the Gumby shit. The Gumby call in.
I'm not gonna lie. If I said I fully understood what happened, I'd be full of shit. Like it's still above my pay grade.
I mean, I have like a vague idea, but it's a little too much. But that says a lot.
Yes.
That it's like we're kind of wrapped up in this and then we still don't 100% understand exactly what's going on. That says a lot about how much that should have remained a private conversation.
Deep in the rabbit hole.
Yeah. And I say that as somebody who obviously benefits from it not being a private conversation.
Yeah, I think that it's kind of like the same thing. So that phone call and is similar to Spody Face has a podcast. He's been very vocal about DC Baby Draco is not welcome in his district. You feel me?
Or his space.
Or his space.
Munchie, did you watch that episode? Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts?
That was out of line. Like, if he invited you, why would you bring this man along with you that he clearly don't get along with? Because in reality, you don't got the power to mediate that. You know what I'm saying?
He kind of did mediate it to a degree, though. It could have been a lot worse if Wack wasn't there, right?
Because you got a different Spuddy face now. You know me? Like, and then y'all caught when the camera started, not when he first walked in. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So there is like the alleged conversation that we didn't see, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
But see, and then he wanted to squabble. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people be overstepping their boundaries, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know who stuff I can mediate and who I can't. Like, I ain't about to spring something up on certain people.
But Wack really, like, okay, that was a power move. That was him proving that he could show up on that podcast with his biggest op and that nothing would happen. And you have to kind of respect it because nothing happened, even though like a lot of people, like almost anybody else, if they had walked up in there with Draco, I think that Spuddyface would have got off on him.
Yeah, and it seemed
even though Wack damn near admitted that he had a gun on him. Draco did.
I don't know if that would have been a factor as far as for Spuddyface. I feel like
I think if Spuddyface punched Draco in the face, Draco's shooting him.
Or would he get a chance?
And then what happens from there? I don't know.
What if Draco doing life for that shit?
Yeah,
like, you this ain't the South. There ain't no stand your ground out here.
No, that'd be a big blow to the podcasting.
Don't care who fire on you.
Yeah.
Like you get the bus and you in trouble. You go to life. You're black.
Also, but it seemed like Draco wasn't there to be like DC Baby Draco when he went there. He was not there on contentious terms. He was trying
think DC Baby Draco thought that it would be a milder conversation based on who he came through.
Yeah, he thought
because he's from the Bay and he don't know, like, you know what I'm saying.
Well, he probably thought that Wack might have told him like, "Don't worry, I got this under control."
Right.
Like da 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 da. And to be fair, like there wasn't a physical altercation, so you know what I'm saying.
Spuddyface was like pleading with Wack to let him fight Draco at the end, which is really kind of crazy. Like, okay, but you got to remember, like, if we were to play the audio right now of what Draco said on the phone with Wack, when he was talking to Spuddyface, like Spuddyface was such a hoe to his face. Yeah, like on Tuesday when we talked about it, Draco was acting like Spuddyface just completely tucked his tail in that podcast. And then I listened to the podcast. I'm like, that's not what happened at all. He didn't beat you up, but he was saying everything that he was saying online. He said it over and over and over. He requested the fade a bunch of times.
Called him a PDF. Like,
Hey, look, to Flacco, bro. Just because people was bought that life, that don't mean they want to go to jail, bro. And I know people, tough guys, and they ain't nobody crashing out for your entertainment. Oh, you a gangbanger, so just go fuck your life off. Man, the dude, Spuddyface got out of jail like a month or two ago. Like, you think you want to go back?
Do you feel like that Spuddyface, though, okay, should somebody in his team or someone that he respects talk to him and be like, you're gonna get critiques like this oftentimes,
as far as Flacco?
Not just, the Flaccos of the world, just all you're gonna get critiques of talking about your gangster and or lack thereof.
My problem with this is that it's the most extreme thing almost that you could say to a gang member, which is you are no longer worthy of representing your hood. And then it's for the weakest of reasons, which is like a podcast that Flacco hadn't seen, in which he didn't really know what happened, but he just knew that he like didn't beat him up. And like that to me is like bad evidence. It's the most extreme judgment based on not very sound evidence. And that's why I love Flacco as a content creator, but I just feel like he missed the mark on that. And Spuddyface, realistically, if he whooped Flacco's ass, I would understand.
Flacco is heavily Wack influenced, so like if Wack told him that, he go right with it. You know what I'm saying? So he went off that, but
it's super hypocritical too, like because he literally in the video reacting to your diss track, he was saying like when you had the bar like you can ball your fist, you can't even how you gonna rep the glove, whatever you said, like that bar, which apparently he felt was like a huge diss to the Fodies for some reason when it's not, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's pretty light.
Yeah, like it's not a diss. He was like, oh, no matter what, Fo Extra, Adam ain't got the power to take away Fo Extra's hood pass. He gonna be from there forever, no matter what, hand or not. He literally said that, so he knows the gravity of saying this person's not from here, or his gangster stripes are revoked, he knows the gravity of that because he literally was just using that in his previous video.
But so do you think that this is the new Flacco technique, is to basically tell any gang member who ever ends up in a bad situation, if you get your chain took, if somebody punches on you, if you do a podcast with someone who hated on you, everybody's getting excommunicated from their hood from Flacco's perspective.
Yes.
Like he's presenting himself as the judge who's letting everyone know that they are failing the street test. And that's the new Flacco program.
And it has an even crazier accent because I'm not a street guy. You know, I don't really know about anything about this.
Who just got jumped in MacArthur Park, not a street guy.
No, I'm talking about Flacco. I'm pretending to be Flacco. Okay. I'm a street guy. But I'm saying Flacco would be like, oh, I'm not even a tough dude. I'm not a street guy. But even from my square perspective, it's obvious that you're not a gang member. You did bunk. And so it has like this extra gravity coming from like a civilian. Kind of like it's very reminiscent of Ack, if we're being honest.
Oh yeah, I mean that's who he learned his whole game from. I just clicked on YouTube for a split second and I saw another Flacco thumbnail in which he made it look like I was crying, which is like almost all of his thumbnails.
I just learned I learned how to ignore certain shit with Flacco.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I feel like
this guy.
But at the same time, like I guess it could also be viewed as content, quote unquote, because it's all content. Spody Face even being like, "Shut up, bitch! I'll slap you." Not saying that Spody ain't mean that. I
don't think that was content.
No, I don't think it was. I think he was being genuine. However, is that really outside of the scope of content? Is that a wrong thing to say in the content space?
To say I'm going to smack you for what you said about me? I mean, well, when what he said about you was like you're no longer deserving of being a Crip, then I get it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's like an insane thing for him to respond in that manner.
Yeah, it's not that far over the line. We've seen people like declare that they're going to commit violence upon people for way less.
Yeah.
On this channel. So I get it.
Flacco, bro, he burnt out. no, for real. I just learned to ignore it. Because then it pissed me off before and had me call him out of his name. I'm like, and I have to apologize after, like, man, he just said some outlandish shit.
I also feel like it made it worse because Bro Rogan was like Flacco's little homie in the content space. Like,
but Flacco said he ain't never had an issue with Bro Rogan. He thought they were still cool, so he don't know why he said that.
Right, that's what. But he's also been ignoring Bro Rogan because he's a rich superstar now. He's big Flacco with fucking Ozempic Flacco, fucking all these hoes. You feel me? He don't even need to shoot him 35 bands,
bro. Flying in bitches and paying for pussy is against the law. You better learn from Puffy, nigga. I'm gonna tell you that.
Trafficking.
Yeah, for it be the Flacco indictment.
Yeah, we don't want to see surviving Flacco, dog.
Yeah. Yo, no, definitely. But I mean, that's why like it's weird when people ask me like, is Flacco coming back to No Jumper? Because it's like, I don't know, but it's like him not being here kind of makes a lot of sense for him, because if Flacco just like lives in Texas or like lives in the you know, up in the valley and like never comes to No Jumper or whatever, then he never has to think about really seeing any of these people unless he goes out of his way to go to a concert or whatever. So like him being at No Jumper is kind of different than a lot of other people, because most of the people on this platform are not really like going home and making videos that are basically throwing gang members under the bus.
Keep in mind, I was expecting Flacco to come back for a certain reason, and he is really. I'm gonna have to call him later. Like, what's up with you, bro?
Oh shit. Well, I think
not the old shit though. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
He's over there in parts unknown. It really does make the most sense though for him to not have to ever interact with anyone.
So he could talk shit from where he at.
Yeah, because like I understand it is kind of Flacco doing what he does is somewhat compromised media if he's like sparing people due to the relationships he has with them.
Exactly, because like, and that's one thing you have to accept being friends with somebody like Academics, is that like Academics is cool. I'll have a half-hour phone call with him, then he'll be talking about me on his stream 2 weeks later, and he'll say some like super crazy shit, and you kind of realize like his guiding light is to be a great content creator, and you got to just kind of accept that, because the worst content creators are people that I won't mention who never have an interesting take, not even because they're friends with this person, but because they think that they might someday be friends with that person,
right?
Or someday that might person have an opportunity for them. And it's like, You are not important enough that any of these people are fucking paying attention to you. Number one, you should be
funny. I want to know what you talking about. All right, later.
I mean, a lot of podcasters in this space who just kind of like clam up and don't really have opinions about people because they think they might see them in the club, you know?
Beyond like, so it's like obvious, like there's certain fools that are beyond like, okay, Aiden Ross dissed Doechii or said what he said about Doechii, not because...
Man, Glass is my boy, bro.
But that's the thing. Before he even reacted to Glasses,
see, look at that. You don't even have a real opinion about the Glasses thing because you're just like, it's my boy.
No, I got an opinion.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, right off rip, it's kind of like
no, because
it might get in the way.
No. Aiden's response, it could have been better because it like his response, like it was just a gang of stereotypes. Where's your kids? You're your baby mama, like. It wasn't like no real, like, you know what I'm saying? Why you didn't attack this catalog or talk, you know what I'm saying?
But he doesn't know anything about him.
Yeah, that was his first thing he said. Is like, I don't even know who this guy is. And Aiden is like, we know because we was outside when fucking hyper on that beeping. Like, that was a huge fucking song. Certified was a top 10 record when it came out.
But that was like 20 years ago, right?
Hold on. Let me get this right. Like because they real Drake supporters, they coming at everybody and anybody TDE?
Well, I mean, Glasses is coming at anybody who's pro Drake or anyone who like seems to affiliate with that shit. And so then meanwhile,
I thought Aiden he was just taking up for her because she a black woman. He just attacking her.
I think he's more like going to stand on business for anybody who's with TDE because anybody, even though she's not an LA artist, by being with TDE, she kind of gets lumped in with the TDE shit.
Kendrick thanked him during his Grammy speech.
Yeah.
Shouted out Glasses. Like, he's a part, even though he's not directly under that umbrella, he's a part of that circle.
But also, what does Doechii represent? Doechii represents real lyrical hip hop in 2025, but there's also this other side narrative, which is that she represents botting and industry planting and basically having a fake fan base, which... You know, I do believe that she's genuinely popular as well, but also it does seem like there was a lot of botting going on. She's just like gotten all these accolades way too early in her career before she really earned them. And one of the main things in hip hop is that like the fans want to believe that you're authentic. This is the only genre in which people give a shit about you writing your own lyrics, you know? And it's like, I think they like kind of pushed her through too many doors too quickly. Like honestly, I would say the same thing about Meg Thee Stallion. Like she won way too many awards before she was actually genuinely popular. She made way too many women's magazine covers way too early. Like before she actually really like had the hardcore hip hop fan base. But also maybe the tie that binds here is that women as rappers are just in such a fucked up position that they're so unlikely to be given a fair shake by the fan base that they're going to be villainized and they're going to be looked down upon regardless of how hard they are lyrically or how good their music is. But I mean, with somebody like Meg Thee Stallion or Doechii, it's the same for both of us where like I can't speak for all of us, but most people online, I would say, do not like their music or give a fuck about them as musicians.
It's funny because I see it from both sides, right?
Yeah.
Like in the sense that yes, women I feel like are unfairly judged and held to a certain standards that are unfair by like the overall hip hop community. And then we also allow them to fucking putt from the fucking little guy tees all the time and give them passes on shit that nobody else gets a pass on, like not writing their own lyrics, like not fucking...
That's a good point.
There's so many different things, and I'm not talking about like underground bitches or this or that. I'm talking about who are widely regarded as the greatest female MCs of all time.
Think about what Drake had to go through because we all heard 116 or whatever that he didn't write. And then think about what Cardi B is allowed to get away with. What Lil' Kim is widely regarded as like a legend and talked about like she's like the GOAT of the 90s at the very least. And she's just completely given a pass. Like we treat women like children. That's a problem in society as a whole, but it's also a problem in rap. And I think with somebody like Doechii, that is the feeling that she brings up in people is like, oh, look at all this shit that she's getting that she doesn't deserve. Let's relentlessly hate on her to try to correct that.
So she penned her own shit. She write.
I think she could write. She definitely can write.
As far as we know.
But the whole thing is he's saying she bought it and she's a plant, an industry plant.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Okay, and she had something to say about that. She referenced the whole statement indirectly didn't say his name.
She kind of shitted on all those narratives, but when you read it, you really kind of got the idea that she was taking aim at like Aiden and Ak.
Okay.
Because especially like the other academics account, the academics TV Twitter account, will say things that are like way more extreme than what Ak will say.
And like, but you did bring up a good point, Munchie. In the song, she did not say anyone's name specifically, alluding or not. So
that tell me Aiden was happy that he even thought she was referencing him, and it went off took the opportunity just to go off the hinges.
I mean, Aiden's a streamer, and it's like streamers kind of, you get mentioned by a big rapper. It's time to create some content, and that content is going to be perfectly clippable, and it's going to spread all over social media. So it's like, for sure, I don't look at Aiden Ross as somebody who's got even a remote reason to, because it's one thing if there's like some shit that somebody said about me we don't talk about on the podcast because like we kind of talk about the news in general, but like streamers really kind of talk about themselves for the most part. So the idea of him not responding to Doechii would have been kind of crazy, but he did kind of go off the handle and what we call her like a dirty ass bitch and some shit like that.
I think that
I'm probably misquoting him.
Dirty ass bitch is crazy.
It was offensive, from the but again, what do we do with women? We infantilize them and we treat them as if calling them a bitch is like so bad, where you could call dudes bitches and all kinds of crazy names in hip hop. Like if I'm beefing with Tyga and I say, hey Tyga, you stupid bitch, whatever, if I could call him all kinds of names.
Say worse things to him.
I fuck with Tyga. I'm just using an example. But then like someone calls Doechii a bitch and
but
it's like
was Aiden's response warranted though? Like what she said, was that like
not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, because she took vague shots at him and then he took extremely explicit shots at her. So,
and I'm going to even shoot him a little bail and say he might have insight to believe that it was for show about him.
I mean, bro, he's besties with Drake. He probably knows way more shit.
That's what I'm saying
about all that than we do.
With that being said, he don't need Doechii to talk about him. He's actually way more lit than her, like significantly.
He's actually doing her a bit of a promotional favor by even responding to her in the first place. But then at the same time, like that audience is just so primed to not like her in the first place. Like it's tough to be
Aiden audience.
Yeah. It's tough to be a female rapper and have anybody give you respect these days.
I just don't know if he's aware of the way, because he's a young dude still. And I don't know if he's aware of.
Where's he from originally?
I think is he from
Florida?
Yeah.
Right?
He's a Florida. He definitely been in Florida. I don't know if he was born in like upstate New York originally or some shit, but yeah, he's a Florida dude, per my understanding, East Coaster. But Aiden, like like
Boca Raton.
Yeah, it's like by Miami. So he basically he's saying things that are a little bit more racially insensitive than he realizes or is intending. I don't think Aiden Ross is a racist guy in the slightest. I don't think that's in. Or else he wouldn't even be doing what he does. I think it's coming off a certain way, and he's unaware. And it would have been so much more effective if he would have dissed Doechii without saying the comments you brought up, like, oh, the dirty this or that. Da, 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 da. He could have got around that and just been like, kept it at industry plant. How are you the face of female black empowerment in hip hop music when you have an all white fan base? There's a lot of shit he could have said without having that accent to it.
Hey, it seemed like Aiden Ross' rebuttal game is trash, right? Because I didn't hear his response, but I'm hearing it from you now. I just heard Glasses upset about what he said, and then I heard Aiden doubling down, talking crazy about Glasses, and he called Wack like, hey, who is this Glasses look dude or whatever? You know what I'm saying? But his little rebuttals, they be like, I know you got some kids to take care of. Where's your baby mama? I'm like, hey, what the fuck is he talking about?
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know if he's aware of how that could come across.
How it sound?
Yeah, I don't think he's fully, because I don't think he has that hate in his heart. I genuinely don't. But it does come off probably not the way he wants it to.
Act a way better shit talker, bro.
Okay.
You've been doing it longer.
All right. On the Doechii song, which I have not heard, featuring Says It, which by the way, that says everything you need to know about hip hop in 2026, that we're all talking about this song that we haven't heard.
Yeah, no.
We all read the lyrics. Yeah. Anyway, Doechii said, all the industry plant shit whack. I see it on the blogs. I see you in the chats. You suck every rap N-word dick from the back. But what's the agenda when the it girl black? Y'all can't fathom that I worked this hard. Y'all can't fathom that I earned this chart. Y'all can't stand my vibe because I'm anointed. All y'all evil ass hoes just annoying. I'm gonna be honest, that references Aiden Ross in a very vague manner, you know?
So do you think he potentially jumped out the window a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's maybe a little opportunistic to kind of, you know, for him to jump on it. But I mean, he's a streamer. That's like what he's supposed to do. And he realistically, she probably is talking about him and Ak, even though she didn't make it super overt. But okay, and so then Aiden said, that dumb fat bitch, sorry, she's not fat. That dumb bitch, that fucking botted fucking bitch. Dude, that fucking stupid, smelly whore.
Never been around her. Smelly, that's
She's not fat. You got to give her that.
No, she looks great.
Yeah. She has an athletic build, for sure.
I said the other day, like, I know that she's not psyched on white people or guys in general, but she's thick as hell, so I can't really be mad at Doechii no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I first heard her, I think was in the NPR Tiny Desk, and I was like very, very impressed. That was when I first listened to her music. I never actually really listened to the projects, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like, I feel like she benefits a lot from her association with Kendrick, but then also is probably taking a lot of heat as a result of like the fact that there's a lot of people who hate Kendrick for what he did to Drake and they want to punish Kendrick, but it's very, very hard to do that when Kendrick literally is just in the crib. You never get to see him. He's, you know, you never really get to see any like openings to go in on Kendrick because he's not really present. So then they use her as a substitute.
That's what she said, because he don't got no internet presence. Like, he don't be on social media and shit. So they.
And she's in the number 2 spot as far as that organization is. Yeah, because like
in terms of the limelight, for sure. Well,
right now, like if this was 2015, it'd be so different because J-Rock is in the limelight. Fucking Schoolboy was going in. Schoolboy was damn near bigger than Kendrick, arguably close to it at certain points.
But it's wild because if you think about it, somebody like you know, a controversy like the one that Kendrick had, like a lot of people were talking shit about him for having Cardi or being all over the Cardi album.
Right.
Never responded.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll hear a couple of bars about it on his album in 2 years.
Which is just him trying to dunk on fucking Drake for doing the 21 thing anyway. Even that was literally his attempted response to that. Realistically, the lyrical fools, quote unquote, at TDE, like Daylight, are fucking not dropping their balls, are fucking sitting on the bench and not doing what they're supposed to do.
But that's the TDE way. I guarantee they give you a pep talk when you go in there of like, hey, if anyone in here has a op and they're going at him, like, you are not allowed to jump in that shit unless we kind of like open the door for that.
But Daylight's supposed to be like, you're the battle rapper over there, you're frontline, he's dissing the Joey Badasses. Where are you at right now?
But when you let your homies go at your op, like when you're the big dog, then that makes you look crazy from a rapper perspective, because like, you know, I recall during the whole like Rockefeller / Nas beef that like there were times where, you know, Beanie Siegel and them were like kind of jumping out the window and dissing Nas prematurely before Jay really got a chance to. I think there was some data about them being like basically told like, you can't do that. Like,
well, yeah, and as you know, that beef started because of Bleak.
Oh yeah,
you feel me? It was Bleak and Nas going back and forth that even started.
Hey, but back then, I think like camps they rolled for each other like that back then. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But it was more openly competitive at that time too. Now everybody's like kind of ducked off and like loves the ability to not say anything for a few weeks at a time, or in Kendrick's case, like ever, or a few years at a time.
If I'm a lyrical rapper and I'm affiliated with TDE and people getting at Doechii, I'm on their ass. What the fuck is y'all doing?
But that's the problem, is that then you were like kind of lessening the impact when they do go at him. And then also, you know, you need to be assured that that person is saying things that Kendrick would approve of. Because a lot of the things that you're going to say are things that Kendrick's going to want to say. Like, who knows what line of attack he wants to take. Somebody that calculated or methodical, I just feel like you are probably not going to last long somewhere like TDE if you're jumping out the window and going in on Kendrick's op before he gets a chance to.
Not Kendrick. TDE don't got no wild card over there.
Really. I mean, they're supposed to be like Daylight.
But then Daylight goes there, and then you see like 1% of what you previously saw from Daylight once he goes there. You know, it's like he used to be on Vlad every week. he goes to TDE, that's all over.
But I'm thinking of it from like a Tupac. I'm gonna let my little homies ride on your bitch made ass. You get out the way, yo. You feel me?
And that kind of fucks up a lot of those old diss tracks. You know, like Pac was like the worst offender.
But that kind
of he'll let his homies on his most epic songs, and then you just got some guy with like a forgettable verse that, like, you know.
There's truth to that, but then some of those, like in the example of Hit 'Em Up, to me, I know a lot of people critique that song for that exact thing, but like I love the Outlaws verses on that, and I kind of, maybe that's just for nostalgia.
Imagine Drake even doing one song with all the OVO artists. Imagine Kendrick doing a posse cut with everybody from TD. Imagine, like, it's like pulling teeth to get Playboi Carti to do a song with Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely and all these dudes. You know, it's just like it's a passe thing that doesn't really exist in hip hop anymore, which is a shame, because it's like, if I'm gonna become a Ken Carson fan, it's probably gonna have to be, and I've already done enough homework to know that was never gonna happen, but if it's going to have to be like, oh, I listened to this Kendrick album so many times and I just keep hearing this guy, and like, oh, now I'm kind of a fan of him. Right. Like, that's how they used to, like, think about how many songs Jay-Z put Memphis Bleek on and it didn't work. You know? I mean, but it still made him a star. There's a reason why we talk about him. But did he become
multiple platinum records?
Yeah. Did he become the kind of guy who's going to sell out a 10,000 person venue? I mean, even at the height of his popularity, probably not, I'm guessing, you know?
No. But still, like, as far as from an entrepreneurial perspective, passing the torch, making sure other people get on, like, to me is a crazy look. And that's why Kendrick's not really even TDE anymore, if you want to be super technical.
Yeah, well,
right?
I think that's part of why he took 5 years off, is because they probably didn't want him to leave and go start his own label, right?
And I don't know, like, where the ambiguity is between PG Lang and TDE.
Yeah. But everyone else who leaves their label, you know all about it. They're beefing, they're tweeting, they're whatever. Like, the fact that they have actually managed to make it so that none of us know anything about Kendrick leaving TDE, and that for some reason we all associate him with TDE so much that, like, we talk about him like he's still on the label. It's kind of crazy. It's very remarkable.
He forever TDE though.
Yeah.
Whatever, without the contract, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's hard to fathom that they had this, like, alleged, like, 4 or 5 year standoff of him not putting out music. And then at the end of that, they were so cool that they're still super tight. But apparently that's the case. It just seems so unlikely.
Yeah. And so is Doechii a TDE artist? Or
yeah, of course.
She's not PG Lang.
No.
So, but it still
Who is a PG Lang artist?
That's
Baby Keem.
Is he even?
But is he even? Will Baby Keem ever put another song out?
What's the song you put out?
He had a bunch of records with big view counts that you never heard.
Top of the morning. The one with the one where Kendrick was on the talking about top of the morning.
Baby Keem has got to be the definition of not taking advantage of that. I mean, I'm sure he's just, like, not allowed to, but, like, all of this would have been the real time for him to. Dude, he hasn't dropped a video or a song on his YouTube in 3 years. And Baby Keem, what the fuck have you been doing?
It should all got hundreds of thousands of views too, or millions.
I mean, the views are pretty serious. Yeah, I mean,
I would have been taking full advantage of that.
Oh, look at all these songs: Uzi Vert, Don Toliver. You know, he's got, like, a lot of very huge features on some of these songs.
Don Toliver and Pink Panthers on the same song is crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna really say that Pink Panthers is that big of a.
So bad.
You love her?
You don't?
No, I do not like her music at all.
All right.
No, yeah, she's cute. Yeah. Sure, yeah. Lush, you're a horny guy, man.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I can say that Pink Panther's music sucks without fucking. No, she's one person. I watched her Tiny Desk turn it off after like 5 minutes.
She cool.
She was weak as hell.
She bad though. I ain't gonna lie.
She made that. I mean, she made Ice Spice a star.
Yeah, so her music don't suck. If you like, I don't know.
I feel like without her and that one song, the Ice Spice thing never would have really got off the ground the way that it did. That song was huge.
When I'm off that Molly, the club music be hitting different. You feel me? When I'm
You're always on Molly.
Yeah, it's happened.
Man, I gave a Molly I had away. I gave that shit to.
Yeah, it's a Lush.
Yeah, I was stuck like I was on Sherm that one time.
Baby Keem last Instagram post was almost 2 years ago. 345,000 likes. This motherfucker better be in the lab or something.
And he's cousins, right?
And he follows 0 people. He does not follow Kendrick, TDE, nobody. He's 0 following.
This was the psyop. It's not Doechii. It's Baby Keem. Like, that's the
honestly, that's a
your
good point.
Fucking industry player right there.
I can't even picture Baby Keem's rapping voice in my head right now, and I'm really, like, actively trying to.
like a less good Kendrick. But the thing is, Doechii, I'll be honest, I knew who Doechii was before she was even on TD. Like, she'd been, like, as far as the independent creator, like, high-level lyrical people, like, I knew who she was, and she's not, to me, the industry plant is the wrong term to use to define her. However, she's definitely gotten an insane boost. I think that, to me, the biggest weird critique that you can make about her is this is like, you have a all 95% white fan base and you make music for these weird theater kids, but you're like pushing this like black power line, and like all your fans are like self-loathing weird ultra libs.
Probably, I would probably say that's probably true.
That's like the biggest critique you can make.
But that her fan base is, yeah, not exactly the streets. But that's the same as that criticism of Kendrick.
But like, if you go to a Kendrick show, they'll be like,
yeah.
I don't think you're gonna see more than like 10. Besides like Doechii's family members or guest list, you're not gonna see too many black people choosing to buy to go tickets to that concert
in LA. I bet you would. But also,
yeah, well, I just think it's to me, that's the strangest thing, and I'm not going to say that's new.
One time I went to Pink's Hot Dogs, and every person in line had just left a Kendrick concert, and it was when Damn was the album, and like almost all of them were wearing Kendrick merch, and almost all of them were black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kendrick doesn't just have like Kendrick's music is always like,
but especially LA, you know.
Yeah, in LA, people always kind of looked at Kendrick as like a savior, and then once like Snoop and Dre like passed the torch, that symbolic gesture and all that. So people are protective. There'd be a lot of gang members in the streets that don't understand what the fuck bro even talking about, that are still like defending.
So a week later.
Yeah. You feel me? Like they don't even get it at the time. Like, so that's a pretty common thing with Dot in LA.
Hey, K-Dot for sure, the king of the West.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know the game been disputing it. He been somebody saying K-Dot for sure, the king of the West, bro.
I mean, all you can really do is compare Game's prior run to Kendrick's current run, right?
Yeah, well, like even like
Game kind of fell back at a certain point.
Yeah, and like he's partially responsible for Kendrick's success.
Yeah.
On the bonus track on Good Kid, Mad City, and the Black Boy Fly song, Kendrick talks about, I was jealous of JC. That's the first line in the song, about how he grew up respecting and looking up and wishing he was like the Game. So like the Game is big homie when it comes down. He shouldn't have said like I'm the hottest, and we know you not, motherfucker. You ain't been for a while, but you are. You did hold it down for the longest time when there was a dark corridors, and you're one of the best lyricists we ever had. And we'll say that about Game, but you ain't the guy right now, bro.
You listen to his new album?
I've heard parts of it. It's tight.
The Gangsta Grills one. I mean, like Game kind of reminds me of like Paul Wall in this day and age, where like the early part of his career was so defined by like a regional aesthetic, and then now he really just feels comfortable making whatever fucking kind of music he wants, because he's rapping on some wild, beats that are almost like boom bap Griselda ass beats, and
as he should,
wild shit. Like he's like a real hip hop head who doesn't want to be put in a box. And now that he's an older dude, he has like the freedom to just rap on whatever shit he wants to rap on. And that mixtape, as much as there's like only a handful of songs that I've like really gone back to, I like seeing him so free.
Yeah, well, Game's always been a hip hop head. This is the dude that was in a New York group. You know what I mean? Like his first real look was in the Bay. He never even rose to prominence into LA until he got accepted in New York, in the Bay and other places. And he's always had a boom bap leaning style. He's, like I said, he's one of our all time GOAT lyricists. I'm glad he's doing the music he wants. You're not above Kendrick though, brother. Like Munchie said, you tripping for that.
He revived the West at that time though.
Absolutely.
Maybe if things don't go so well with Jason Love, then Game can get my back fade.
I think that's a more fair fight.
Yeah.
Game versus
because he's 6'5", 280 pounds.
I think Game will bank Jason Love.
Oh yeah, he's way bigger.
He'll knock,
like just weight wise, yeah.
And he's like the Game.
Or Blueface.
Ooh, who would you rather have take your back fade, Game or Blueface?
Probably Game.
Hey, what's Carly got a skill set though?
Blueface got
training.
Blueface young.
He's younger,
and he's boxed multiple times. Yeah,
him being younger gives him an advantage.
I got money on Blueface against a couple people that'll hop out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay. So what else do we have to say in order to wrap up the conversation about the Munchie B leave of absence? Where are we at?
How do you feel, Munchie? Like,
will we be seeing you Tuesday? Is the real ultimate question.
Hold on. I want to clear this up. when you went on your Don't Touch Me rant, you literally was what'd you say? What's the word white people use?
My body, my choice.
No. You was like word for whatever. Basically like complaining or some the shows got canceled last year. That's a lie.
Okay.
That was a lie, bro.
Okay, yeah. So
I might have overstated it, but all I was saying in that moment was that I knew we had at least one conversation about the fact that you were not stoked on the fact that the show with Spider got canceled after 2 episodes or whatever. Like, obviously you were kind of hyped to have like made it to having a show on No Jumper, and then the last 2 episodes, it's not really your fault, is like totally unrelated to you. Mm-hmm. That was all I was saying. And that I felt like by you getting blackout drunk and that was maybe not taking advantage of the opportunity.
We were all pissed.
I shouldn't have said it like that.
Yeah. No, because I'll take pride in not being on some better baby mama syndrome. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you're
all that little weird, niggas be saying they want to talk shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been my stilo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to I didn't want to make it sound like that. Just kind of might have came out like that.
Well, Adam, that's some like the most accountability I've ever seen.
The fuck up,
you said what
beat your ass. Do boxing practice on you. Non-consensual boxing practice.
I never seen you just get marked out like that. I'm just saying. But no, that was mature, Adam. That's mature. It's growth. The
hey,
fuck,
bro,
fool?
I'm a boxer now. I'm gonna take off on you, Lush.
Take this toxic positivity, motherfucker.
You gonna have some stripes, bro.
If I beat him?
Yeah, if you whip him or even draw, you gonna have some stripes. Because I think everybody betting against you.
Yeah.
That's I haven't heard anything about that, but I can imagine that. Yeah.
We ain't never seen Jason Love fight, though.
I know.
Nobody
he can be a bitch.
He said that he hasn't boxed since he was a little kid.
Yeah. He's a lover. He's not a fighter. We ain't seen him. We've only seen him have sex with girls. And he, like
my wife.
Yeah, well, for example. But and to be honest, I ain't never even seen bro fuck nothing. So I ain't seen him do shit. But I definitely ain't seen him fight. So just because he big, he looked like a gentleman. Like I don't really see him putting BTA.
But bro, it's funny because after this, he's got to do like if he whoops me, that's a huge IF.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
Facts.
Gangsters.
Then he has to do at least one more fight, right?
Yeah, for sure.
His aura will be high. That's going to be interesting. So if that happens, which it will not.
So what you think that follow-up fight, the ideal fight would be?
Depends on how bad he get whooped.
I don't know. Blueface.
Yeah, he's gonna. The thing is this, like
Blueface would be sick.
I wonder, like, do you think it would help sell the fight if we can like get some footage of some bag work from Jason Love? Like,
some what?
Some bag work, like see how he hit the punching bag and all that.
The promoter basically asked us both to send in footage of us training, so that's what I did this morning with Michael. Michael filmed me training or whatever, so that's probably going to be on Adam22 Bro on Snapchat. Is it Adam22 Bro? Fuck, why can I never remember? I think it might actually still be Adam22 Ho.
Hey, so who the
No,
host?
Adam22 Bro on Snapchat. That footage will be up there in the near future, or there'll be some kind of Instagram reel.
Is Lena going to be there?
Yes. In her Erica Kirk pants.
Who the host? Aiden Ross, of course?
Yeah, he's going to be one of the announcers. I'm kind of assuming... maybe Academics, I think, is going to be out there. So I don't know. Maybe Cuff'em. I don't know exactly. But yeah, he usually announces it with a couple different people. Yeah.
I might need to give my expert critiques. You feel me? I need to pop up.
You lost enough face. Yeah. Everything.
You feel me? I can give you the real-time experience.
Yep, I've had that happen to me. Yep.
Ooh, that's smart. You going to feel that tomorrow.
So do you think, are we going to see Munchie B on Tuesday?
I'll pull up and shit.
Hey.
Pull up like Huggies.
If I ever have to push your chair away again, I'm not going to go, because that was the whole problem, is I went for the seat. I should have gone for the wheel.
Yeah.
The wheel is way less likely to be confused with a kick.
Okay, Munchie, when you read the actual like verbiage or heard people telling you kicked, was that like something in particular? Because you basically didn't like that was in the title because you knew you didn't get kicked, but you felt like it was a mischaracterization.
And he's blackout drunk and he's blind.
And
so it's kind of, he's going to be more confused about it than anybody.
I didn't feel or remember no kick because I was faded.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I texted on, you know what I'm saying? But
But you didn't like the way it was in the title, though.
No,
too,
hell no.
Yeah,
hell no. But I mean, what shit? Once it's up, it's already reacted to 55 times. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit is up now.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was gonna say that's damn. Because we all deal with. I've been dealing with that bullshit, and I know me and you are in different categories. Like you.
I had a problem with that title though, for sure.
Yeah.
See, I saw the title, thought that right away. I'm like, oh my god, if the official No Jumper account is calling it a kick, then everybody's gonna call it a kick. So part of me wanted to reach out and be like, yo, change the title. But then also I was like, well, you know, motherfuckers are going to title it whatever they think to get, like, anything I could have changed it to would have been something that would get less views. And, like, realistically, that's the game that everybody's playing. So I left it. But I probably should have jumped in between that the same way that, okay, so somebody on the social media team posted up the old tweets of Munchie saying the BEANER word.
Man,
and
I don't recall that. That's crazy.
After 10 minutes, I was like, yo, we got to, because I just, you know, I'm thinking about the optics of like, shit, this is going to look bad. Like, it's going to look like we're trying to bury Munchie as soon as he has like an issue with the platform, you know?
Would it have been different if there was a question mark at the end? Adam kicked Munchie B?
a question mark and an exclamation point.
You know what I mean? Like, that changes the whole tone.
That does.
Potentially.
We do that a lot.
Or that's still a bother.
Sometimes we'll put something in the title that is blatantly not true, but it'll have a question mark. So it's permissible.
Yeah, that creates ambiguity.
Yeah.
I feel like it creates.
Once the title up for some hours, after a while, it don't even matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's up, and then you know what I'm saying. You know how the reaction thing go. They be clipping as it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So
this city has thousands of hungry reactors who are realistically, whatever you title it as, they're gonna make it so much worse.
And it's a no jumper
100%.
sector that the dude strictly like no jumper content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So they be ready. It's already in the
streamers.
chambers.
I was bummed personally.
City of car streamers and squabblers.
Livers.
You said you was bummed. What?
I was bummed when you was like, I'm dipping, fool. I ain't coming back. I was like, damn. Because I felt like we worked hard to get that rapport.
Camaraderie.
Yeah, camaraderie.
That is the sad thing. Anytime anybody leaves the platform or whatever, is that you spend all this time, and then when you really try somebody new, even if they're solid, it's just so much work to get the audience to give a fuck about them, you know? And that is just, it's a long, drawn out process. Like if you look at like a bunch of the Joe Budden hosts,
Mm-hmm.
listen, I understand what makes Rory and Maul special,
Mm-hmm.
but like, you know, they were not people that anybody would have watched do a podcast until Joe Budden had them on hundreds of episodes. Same thing with Ish and Ice on the Joe Budden thing. Like, they are not the most remarkable podcasters, but you do a couple hundred episodes with Joe Budden on the most popular hip hop podcast, like that audience is going to fucking connect with you. And it's so hard. Even if you get someone better than them, like blatantly better than them, it is so hard to get the audience to like build that level of
chemistry.
Yeah. Of just caring.
Yeah.
But how many podcasts you know out there that don't have guests? You know what I'm saying? You got the thing with Mano and them now. They don't do guests, and then you got Joe. That's it.
And then
He'll have occasional
and then
guests.
No Jumper pretty much has, you know, multiple podcasts like that. Yeah, because it is so hard. That's what people don't understand, is that like to do a podcast where you just talk amongst each other about topics is like unbelievably hard to build up some shit that people care about. And then even on top of that, to be an interview platform is now extremely hard. Like going back to 2015, 2016, it just feels like the Wild Wild West.
Mm-hmm.
And now, hey, you want to compete with Vlad and Say Cheese and No Jumper and Cam Capone and all these different platforms, like, you know, if you're not someone who's like extremely famous or maybe like rich, then I mean, fucking good luck.
Well, yeah, that well's been tapped dry. Them bitches been ran through. And the thing is this. It does say something about No Jumper's ability to take, you know, to spot good talent, because I know in your head you're probably like, damn, AD, T-Rail, Housebone, that's like a really solid individuals that, like, from a podcasting perspective, and then all of them dipping and then building back from scratch after that, you know what I'm saying, and all the other things that came with it.
So to me, those are all cautionary tales, though.
For sure.
When you look at the view counts that they all do now, it's like, oh.
But like within the context of No Jumper, that shit was jerking.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. And then after that, despite like whatever negative press is going on, boom, Brick Baby appear. And then, after a few variations is Adam, Lush, and Brick. And we spent, in my opinion, damn near a year dialing in to where it's like so fluid. Like Brick Baby could call right now, and me, Adam, and Brick will be right back like we're potting. Like I can feel it when we talk, and
it would be so surreal to sit down for the Tuesday show and have it be us three plus Ant and Brick.
And that's what I'm saying.
That would be crazy.
And Munchie, like I'm saying, like because I felt like Munchie and Ant, we were damn near getting close to that level again, and then boom, Munchie dipped. So I'm like, fuck, you know. To me, that was like, has someone that cares a lot about the pod, potentially a devastating blow. You know, like you don't want fucking KD to get traded mid-season. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. What's up with Brick Sanderson? Y'all know what he got? Because I know he got since last Friday or some shit.
No, he hasn't been since. He's not since.
They put it
like
off
April
like
or some
months.
shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah. I mean, all I'll say is that when we talk to him about it, he is very positive about seeing us soon.
Yeah, Alex wrote him a character letter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man, free Brick for sure.
Yeah, I wrote him a character letter, and I tried to send him some money the other day, but
how you try? What you mean?
I couldn't get a hold of his shorty. You feel me?
Oh, okay,
but,
okay.
Yeah. But I'm going to. I got something for him.
Yeah, man, free him, man.
It's gonna be he's gonna come back. Like, I was trying to tell him on the phone the other day. I'm like, you're not gonna be coming back to LA like the same way you left. Like, you're gonna have like a weird like hero's welcome as a result of like just how talked about you were.
Oh yeah.
And how much people counted you out and how much people acted like you were about to do 20 years. Like, I mean, it's hard for like people who didn't know Brick before No Jumper to like get it, but like Brick been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he comes on No Jumper and just becomes the most talked about motherfucker in the space for so long. I actually like really started to feel bad for him at times because it just felt like every week somebody new was just teeing off on him, even though, you know, he's about as unbothered as it gets.
That's the thing. Like, you know, I used to think about, because I would get stressed out about little No Jumper occurrences. And I'd be talking to him like, bro, like, ain't you tripping like they on your ass? he just like no fucks given, bro. Like he really don't. But
yeah,
I've seen fools. He'll be. I don't want to say too much, but I've been next to Brick. He on FaceTime with people that are in a contentious moment with him, making big threats and flat weapons and all, and Brick just laughing it off. Like he gave no. Brick is like a real superhero to me.
So Crip Mac though, you like he's supposed to be coming back this direction when he get out.
Yeah, I know the exact date that he's supposed to get out, which I will not reveal at this time. But I'm trying to like really walk in right when he gets out, so we'll see how that goes. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like Crip Mac has a lot of people vying for his attention right now, and I don't know, it's just gonna be wild to see like how he navigates it, you know. Like I mean, I've just already realized that the idea of us signing him to any kind of exclusive deal, no.
Crip Mac's moving into Andrew Callahan's living room.
Yeah, he is just he's just got his own energy, his own momentum. You can't put a leash on a tiger.
No, absolutely.
That man is a tiger. He's going to be out here doing things. Who knows what's going to happen? But you know, it's like people think about the space we're in right now, where somebody like Clavicular comes out and goes from like a total nobody to like world famous. Everybody can't stop talking about him. I feel like the world is like so thirsty for that energy that Crip Mac has, that it's going to be wild when he gets out.
Crip Mac versus Chud the Builder.
Bro, there's so many good fades that Crip Mac could do.
Yeah, right.
He's just big as fuck.
If like in the footage we've seen of Crip Mac fading, he was definitely throwing like the propeller helicopter type punches. But
yeah, you're gonna have to work on that. Yeah, that's gonna be the crazy shit. Like him actually learning to fight for real. Yeah.
Far be it from the biggest pussy in the office to tell someone how to throw a punch, but like, just honestly.
Yeah. Bro, if Crip Mac, there's one person I want to see him fight.
You can't say.
Say
AD.
Yeah, that's gonna go bad.
For AD, you think?
No.
You think AD got that?
Mm-hmm.
What are you really basing this off of? Like, so you seen him really like put in pain back in the day? Like,
no, I just know people that Crip Mac fought.
Oh. So you're looking at it from the other. Okay, so it's not about AD being tough.
Yeah,
it's
it ain't about AD being no squabbling and all. No, it's just I know people that Crip Mac fought, and I figured like based on size and all that, he's supposed to It's been a walk through the park.
You saying that makes me rethink my previous desire to see them fight, because for sure I was kind of counting on Crib Mac winning.
Well, they're both pretty big, like, but also I'm not gonna. I've never noticed either one of them being particularly coordinated. Like AD even said he sucked at sports growing up.
I never heard of Crib Mac winning a fight ever. But see, like I can't have certain takes. I can't talk about Nipsey. I can't talk about Crib Mac. I can't talk about Draco. They're gonna think all of a sudden, like, I mean, automatically I'm on BS.
Well, to be fair, Brick when Brick and Crib Mac got into it, that was pretty much what
he
Brick
told
said.
The truth.
Brick aired out a bunch of shit that I think he had been holding in for a while. So
I forgot that even.
Yeah, when Brick was lying for him, I knew he was lying though. But
I mean, we all do a lot of that on this podcast. Let's be honest.
This happens.
We all lie on behalf of the people we actually like. Yeah, that's kind of common.
Hell no.
This happens.
Yeah.
Hell no. Who I like?
I'll lie for you, Munchie.
Hell no. Shit. No.
A lot of the police, a lot of these bitches.
That's some of the shit that makes me the most mad. Like, I came on this podcast and acted like you didn't put a carrot in a dude's ass. I acted like I believed you. You know how much better that content could have been if I kept calling you a liar over and over?
Well, the real thing is he made it clear when he walked in that he didn't do it. It was this guy from here that did it.
That's what I'm saying.
He said by name.
He just said he was there.
But to me, I was like, yo, how is this not crazy?
You are the carrot bandit, and I will hear nothing else. That's all I know.
But him even being like, quote unquote, and please, for extra, I like you. You're the homie. Do not hurt me. Snitching on the SA. You feel me? Like telling someone.
Bro, how come everybody acts like, oh, Adam 22 is so scared to fade? No, Adam 22 never fight anybody. He does all these crazy podcasts and won't ever fight anyone. I announce a huge fight with almost no experience, almost no time to get ready. I have not seen one comment that was like, oh, wow, that's so cool that Adam's finally going to get in the ring with somebody who's bigger and stronger than him.
They got to see it actually happen. It's not fuck the idea of it. It got to happen. They going like, if you go out there,
you're right.
You know,
but you see that flyer. I mean, it seems pretty transparent that this is actually happening.
I thought it was clickbait when it came to my timeline, though.
Yeah, a lot of people don't believe it.
I thought it was clickbait.
Yeah,
and then only 3 weeks. That's crazy.
Yeah,
you got to get to it.
Yeah.
Is there like a diet? I know you already eat pretty healthy. Is there like dietary changes?
You got to get on your burpee game.
I don't really have to like lose weight for this. So.
Oh, did you ever see the movie Raging Bull with Robert De Niro from back in the day?
No, but I have it saved to my list of movies to watch.
Great
it's been
movie.
There for multiple years.
Okay, it's a great boxing movie, and I'm pretty sure I remember in that film that Jake LaMotta, the main character, he wasn't allowed to bust a nut because it's bad to bust a nut when you're training.
Right, you're not supposed to have sex leading up to the fight.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Munchie?
So cockstrong.
The crazy thing is that I got to jerk off. So, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I got, to all the boxing heads out there, I will be coming. But in addition to that, the crazy shit about it to me is that I fight on a Friday and then I have to be home shooting porn on Monday.
Whoa, what if like
2 scenes in one day on Monday, 2 days after the fight?
You could be like fetish porn if you get your ass whooped. That could have a whole different, like you have a broken jaw.
Yeah, I'm like really kind of counting on not taking too much damage.
So if you got a black eye, would you still going on camera?
Yeah.
I have a black eye right now, Munchie.
Black eye's no big deal, but anything worse might be a little complicated,
Like if you look like this, you wouldn't give a fuck.
No, okay, that's hard. Yeah. The girl will probably be turned on by it.
You feel me? Like, I honestly think Adam's gonna do a lot better than people expect because we ain't seen Jason Love put on no demos, and Adam got more to stand on.
I did see him put on a demo, but
of a different variety.
It ended in a questionable way.
Yeah, he couldn't maybe he couldn't finish the job in the ring. You feel me? We gonna see what you gonna do, brother.
Man, I don't know who popping out here, man. It need to be some one female fight.
What would you like to see?
Lady Munchie.
I don't know who would, but she not social media though. People ain't.
Yeah, you're right.
I tried that with her and Lupe. It didn't work out.
We have almost no famous like hip hop personalities coming out of LA, right? Like real stars.
Right. It would have to be like a stunner girl or something. And she ain't doing it.
Yeah, too bad Germ Free doesn't get to beat Stunner Girl's ass. You feel me?
Yeah, that
would go up.
It would go up. I go lie. But my girl's already mad about signing her up for fades, so like I gotta dial that back.
You been throwing her out there?
Well, like the Jalise thing, like it culminated in me being like, "Hey, like Germ will beat your ass." And the Germ was like, "Why are you signing me up for fades? What's wrong with you, dude?" Like,
okay, we're gonna ask ChatGPT one more question before we end this podcast. Who are the top 10 most famous LA female hip hop performers or personalities.
That's interesting.
This is gonna be interesting. We're gonna have to put like
Doja.
Letty is gonna have to be on it. Doja Cat. Okay, so this is like all. I'm gonna do this after and change it to current. But okay, Doja Cat obviously number one. Then Yo-Yo. Look at how old all of these references are. Yo-Yo, Lady of Rage, JJ Fad, Medusa, the Gangsta Goddess.
Shout out to Medusa for being on this list. Of the fuck.
T-Love. Most of these names I have never heard of. Sassy C and Baby D, DJ Spark, Ava DuVernay, and then Iggy Azalea. What the fuck?
I want to say they got the majority of those.
What name you say? You said Liddy?
Letty is the one on the Brown Bag podcast with Duno and them.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know a lot about her, to be honest. Okay, I just changed it to current. And please do not put Iggy Azalea on
Chris Sean gonna be on there for sure.
Get the hell out of here. Why is Nicki Minaj on this list?
Because look what it says, often associated with LA or global influence.
Yeah, because the list is so bad if you don't change it to that, you know? Like the list would be, like, look at that list. That list was 9 or like 8 of them. I mean, Iggy Azalea kind of says it all, but then like the other 8 are old school, and then Doja Cat, who like almost nobody really thinks of as a rapper.
I mean, yeah, they had JJ Fad. They went back to the 80s.
That really makes me...
Yeah.
Okay, when I see that, it makes me feel better about never having been able to properly incubate a female host on No Jumper.
Well, I mean...
Lady of Rage and Yo-Yo is crazy.
Well, yeah, exactly. And JJ Fad, who I believe is from New York. But even having... Gina on this list wouldn't be out of pocket if we're being realistic. Of the top 10, who's the most relevant?
Oh yeah, honestly, she might be. Yeah,
she would probably.
It's that bad. Put Heather Sanders on the list.
Heather Sanders might crack that list. Is like
I think she left back on Fig.
Did she?
I've seen somebody saying she hasn't been on there in months.
The Hurricane Heather diss track was the nail in the coffin. But I don't know. But literally, like, because
Tam might be top 10.
Tam might be cracking top 10 in this. That's why the Jalise combo is not wild.
Jalise might be top 10.
That's why it's not crazy.
Cam girl, fuck it. She hasn't podcasted about hip hop in years. She might be on there.
If you remove rappers, everyone we just named is for sure on there.
Tam girl.
Tam girl.
That's funny.
That is fire.
Tam ain't about to be out here squabbling for sure. She not.
No, she's way too soft and nice. Yeah.
Tam might have like secret squad belly, so we don't know about.
No, it just ain't in her character to be. You know what I'm saying?
But being a girl in hip hop might be one of the smartest decisions you can make, aside from the obvious misogyny, because it's just like you're going to get all these DEI opportunities because there's no fucking women in the space.
100%.
So you're just going to be able to be elevated to a crazy level like so easily in comparison. It's kind of crazy.
And I don't like to tear down like women, like black women in particular, especially, but just like women in hip hop, period. The last thing I want to do is tear anyone down. But I wouldn't be a proper historian if I didn't say that if you look at the all-time great lists of the greatest female rappers of all time, how many of them were actually penning their own lyrics? And that goes to not just the Lil Kims of the world. I'm talking about the Lauryn Hills and the Queen Latifahs and all them, like the MC Lights. Like,
what you saying? Lauryn Hill didn't write her own lyrics?
A lot of them she didn't, bro. I'm not saying she never wrote a bar in her life, but she had Wyclef helping her. She had the Outsiders, Pace One, Young Z, and all them. I can read writing credits. I know what writing credits look like.
Okay, how about this? I just asked ChatGPT if we were to rank the top 100 most important female rappers. Most important rappers of all time, where would Nicki Minaj fall? Top 10 or 20?
I mean, she's
on major lists like Billboard and Vibe.
Right?
No, this is in general. This is not female.
Oh, in general.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
That's pretty impressive. Top 10, shit.
She's up there, and Nicki's another example. Didn't write, or she could write, and she's written bars, but the majority of her catalog has had other pens.
She's just such an extreme outlier when it comes to women in hip hop. Holy shit, we got a bunch of donations we got to read. This is gonna be a thing. Okay, shout out to Lil Durk Trial for becoming a member of the Whack Bag. Appreciate you. Ramiro Baca, thank you for becoming a member. Ramiro Baca, no, those are definitely the same person.
Yeah.
They upgraded. Okay, shout out to him. Sparks 8981, member for 8 months, said this is what the streets needed to stop all gang wars. Us sitting down, the Woods, the Rasa, and Englewood all sitting down. You're right, that is big. Few 187 became a member. Shout out to you. Azad said Lush looks like the Guy Fieri of MacArthur Park. We going to Scante Town, fool. Respect the verga, homie. What's the verga?
The dick.
Oh shit!
Respect this.
That's
dick.
crazy.
I will respect your verga. Gangsta Croc said, "Kuh, where Just West and Tam Kurger at? Kuh, need some lady cheeks in the seats consistently to start off the new year. Kuh, let's keep it moving." For sure.
They were just here, Dick. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, they did the news earlier.
News.
Go watch that shit. Official Mr. Bacon Man said, "Can someone tell Lush she is old as fuck and it's time to grow up and it's time to stop bruising yourself to get clicks and views, SMH." So they think that you did that to your own face.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind moving forward.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's a real thing. Dairy Clan, kind of sounds like Dairy Queen, said, "Munchie is one of the MVPs on No Jumper. Salute." I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely a MVP. Alcoholic Gamer said, "Adam, what's the plan for Crip Mac on No Jumper for when he gets out this month? Interview, maybe a few pre-recorded shows. He's almost out soon." Hey, good guess. We already discussed that topic. Capricorn said, "Adam, who will be your co-host when you do the first Crip Mac interview out? Whack 100 or Lush?" Definitely not Whack. No offense to Whack, but I gotta let Crip Mac talk. Whack has a hard time sitting there and being quiet. So
now let me tell you a story.
I feel like the first one out, me and Remo, and then from there we'll mix it up, get interesting with it. Stay on them said Munchie and Adam caught the fade. Read the room.
They did.
Did you take a tumble? Is there any is there a scratch on the side of your head or something?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Beyond the scar that's usually there.
Correct.
I guess maybe I'm just noticing that.
Oh, to my this?
Yeah, but the chat is like saying shit about it. Maybe I don't know. Normally you sit on this side, so I don't know. Maybe they're just seeing a different angle. Gangsta Croc said, "Kuh, Lush's glazing is genuine. Kuh, I love this guy. You could tell he has no cad intent because he's genuinely relating to people. Kuh, some people making it seem like he's trying to scam some cutty. Kuh."
Yeah, thank you, Gangsta Croc. You feel me? One thou wow.
That's crazy. His vernacular is spectacular, huh?
No, he really popping it. You feel me? He got that keyway lingo down beyond I've ever heard.
Number one said, "Chump change over morals." I repeat, chump change over morals.
Damn, full shots fired.
Damn.
So you ain't getting it.
Can't Munchie just have a pal, a couple of white pals on a podcast and we
Crazy, right?
do pods, man?
This is a moralistic high approach. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. How's he violating? Ain't no morals being violated. He kicking in with the homies.
Man, I ain't ready about it.
Do you feel like the cart tastes better when you first get it? When you first crack it open?
Yes.
It does, huh?
Yeah.
I just busted open a blueberry cart and that shit is just berry good.
It tastes like a bowl of Captain Crunch with all the extras, huh? Yeah, but pretty soon it's gonna be just the wax. I feel like the flavor dissipates and then it's just like
yeah. Okay. Asia Anderson said, "Adam always talking about podcast etiquette, but always burps into the mic. It's disgusting." I will go out of my way to not do that if that is true because I do not want to do that. So thank you for that criticism. Official Mr. Bacon Man said, "Munchie, I wouldn't just speak for Ant like that. Almighty's tension is the same towards people, and it doesn't mean he's against you. It's passion."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Almighty shit different.
They talked about it, so.
Yeah, that nigga Almighty shit different.
Yeah. Sir Tivo said, "What Brick understood was that this is for entertainment. People don't want to watch the same thing over and over. Characters have to grow over time." That is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Philip said, "Female rappers and white rappers have the same issue. Being female or white can be part of their success and be the reason why they don't blow up." There's a lot of truth to that.
Very accurate.
Yeah, it's like it's easy as a woman or a white person to get attention, but then it's hard for them to take you serious in the long run.
It could be like your asset could be your hindrance at a certain point. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, you got to deliver. Art is going to always trump everything. If you make good art, if your shit is dope, you're going to last.
Yeah, and there's kind of like this idea that like white people have it easy in hip hop and you like don't have to be that good at rapping or whatever. But when you really look at like who's been popular as rappers, white rappers, I mean, they're all pretty on point as lyricists.
I'd argue it's super hard if you're not like an exceptional rapper to make it if you're white.
Yeah.
Like there, even like the whack white rappers that have made it, they still are somewhat technically proficient because people really ain't gonna give that a pass.
Yeah, and even that is not
Bubba
really
Sparks.
enough.
Well, Bubba Sparks actually hard. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. I wonder
nice.
why he didn't go further.
His second album's amazing. I
think Bubba Sparks always got considered a Paul Wall after Rand. Like he was like always gonna be somehow like not like during that time period, especially. We only want one white Southern guy rapping.
Yeah, like it was weird because he technically came out on a national level before Paul Wall. Like the Ugly record dropped. Miss New Booty came after Paul Wall, but Ugly, his first hit, the Ugly, like that was way before. That was like 3 years before that. But
fuck with Bubba Sparks.
Yeah, he fired. I think that I'm more talking about like the Asher Roths of the world. Like,
yeah, Asher Roth fizzled out hella fast.
Yeah, and he's like a whacker, successful white rapper, and he still wasn't trash. Like he still had a little.
Jack Harlow is a sad story.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what the fuck happened to that?
Jack Harlow, like I
he
can't.
Wasn't weak though.
No, he wasn't.
No, he's a really, really good rapper. People are talking about him like he was gonna be the next Drake, and then it just fizzled out, bro.
Yeah,
he hasn't put shit out in years. He's baby Keeming it.
I think that like I think these guys, it's so crazy the standards that people have, because back in the day artists would have 2 or 3 year gaps between albums. No one would bat an eyelash. Now if you don't drop 4 times a year, you fell off.
But the thing with someone like Jack Harlow is that he has dropped shit that like people didn't like. So it's like you can, that's the thing with hip hop, you can leave on a high note. Cardi B got to not put an album out for 8 years because she left on a really, really high note. But like as soon as you drop a project and it's whack, like Chance took like damn near an 8 year break, but it was after the wackest project of his life, and
which is true.
Nobody respected that, you know.
But the only reason Cardi didn't put out a project for so long was because she was dropping single after single after single that wasn't tracking and wasn't resonating.
And allegedly, Rocky is going to drop an album and a song and a video on Monday, which I, as a person who was a very big A$AP Rocky fan at one point, I've been like watching and like trying to figure out when he's going to drop an album for so long, and he just keeps dropping singles and just keeps not dropping an album. And like it's surreal, the idea that he might finally actually drop, because I've seen him put out singles so many times that didn't connect.
I love Rocky, and I don't care.
For almost a decade. Yeah, I don't give a fuck anymore.
I want his bitch to go back to the booth. Where the fuck bad girl Riri? She even fucking, how you gonna go quad?
Them days is over. She a businesswoman.
That's what I'm saying. I know she up a Billy, but
don't you think he'll probably get a feature from her though? Have they ever done a song?
I not that I could just point to. They might could have a record, but it's funny because she literally, her last album was the Bitch Better Have My Money in 2016, and she went like what, diamond off that? Okay, so she's on a remix from 2012.
2012, yeah,
but not even a real song. Like,
and they probably weren't even dating at that time, right?
No, they weren't. He was still loving bad bitches because he got a fucking problem.
Oh, okay. Rihanna's Fashion Killer in 2013. Rocky appeared in the music video for this track. Was it Fashion Killer his song though? Oh no, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, a remix. And then Rihanna was featured on the remix.
Okay, and that was maybe the planting the seeds to box.
I think the last song she had that was like to the face with her work.
Yeah, exactly. That era. Bitch Better Have My Money, work, all that.
So they haven't done a song together in 13 years.
She hasn't dropped in damn near 9 years.
Yeah.
I think she dropped almost 10 years.
But that was like the last time that he was really cracking as a rapper too. It was like 2013. All right. Vader Pack, been a member for 5 months, said, was going to stop my membership if Munchie ain't come back on B Team. Hey, glad to have you. Still here, brother. Stay on them, has been a member for 4 months, said, did Munchie get a DP?
I ain't never been DP'd in my life.
I'm going to assume that was a no, yeah. JRV has been a member for 6 months, said, free break, not the trick, the convict. Shout out to the mayor, Munchie B. Adam, I got my money on you with the boxing emoji. I like your style. I like what you're putting down. Thank you very much. And then King Jaffe Joffer said Kendrick wasn't involved in Doechii signing the TD and he had already left. Lush also falsely said that he helped on a song that she already had before TDE.
Okay, let me clarify that. I'm not 100% that Kendrick didn't help with that record to this day. That entire bridge section on the Anxiety song sounds very Kendrick adjacent. I don't know if it has something to do with the mixing or this or that. I'm a songwriter. I've written records for people on that caliber. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm still not going to jump out, and I could be wrong, but it sounded very Kendrick adjacent as far as that whole, as far as that whole bridge section of the song. TD put their fingerprints on
It's weird
that.
because I just thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to listen to Doechii on the way home. And then I immediately thought of like 15 other things that I would rather listen to, both podcasts and music. And so I think I'm probably not going to.
She has one fire song, the one with JT, where it like sounds like a regular, just like ratchet, like turn up song. You'll like that probably. Other than
I don't like ratchet. I've never listened to a City Girls song in my life. I remember I used to say that, and AD would get like offended. Like he was in the City Girls or something. He'd be like, well, you never heard them? You never been in the club? I'm like, yeah, I don't go to fucking club. And honestly, if I heard a City Girls song, sure, but it's just background noise to me. That's like, I don't want to engage with this.
Well, that just sounds like Illmatic compared to the rest of her catalog. So you feel me? I don't even know what to tell you after that. It's downhill.
I don't like girls enough to listen to City Girls.
City Boys up.
QN Hanas. Yeah, I was just commenting on the City Boys account that was posting about me. Queen's Hana said, my mother, Queen Pen, used to beef with Lil Kim and Foxy, and one of the big things she dissed them about was not writing their own music. In the 90s, people got dissed for it, even if you were a female.
Prove that you're Queen Pen's daughter. I know Queen Pen is. She's a legend. Send me a DM. Please.
That's pretty dope. Yeah.
And that is a historical fact, what she just said.
Mr. John Doe said this 3-person setting with Munchie is way better, no cap. I still feel like we need more heads in order to have a good time on this podcast. But yeah, this has been fun.
With Ant, we straight.
Yeah. You know who was supposed to come on last week? Was that Flock to Ball kid.
Oh, what the fuck?
He said he wanted to come on, and I DM'd him about it, and he didn't respond.
Here's the thing about Flock 2 Ball. Like, okay, I
have no idea what he would be like as a podcast.
Yeah, that's the question, because he's amazing. But I feel like a lot of the dudes that we've tried to bring over that are good at comedy skits, that doesn't necessarily translate. I want to see if Flock 2 Ball got it in a podcast.
Shout out Long Beach Griffey, that one of the most legendary No Jumper
L's
of all time. The Glasses podcast. You know him?
No.
Dude.
He's fire.
No, he's a cool guy, yeah, for sure. But it didn't work.
What was the other? Remember the Xavier kid too? He was doing great LA skits. We brought him over here. You guys brought him over, and it didn't.
Yeah, that's two different things. Though. That's like being funny on screen and doing stand up. Like a lot of people can't do both.
Well, he just 100%. Did one episode. The Xavier kid, remember him?
Yeah, so I was just talking about.
Yeah. He just did like an interview, right? I don't think he ever came on the news, did he?
But he seemed like, I don't even know if he had it was just like the short form news at the time. But he seemed like kind of like uncomfortable, like socially awkward type shit.
For real?
As far as being on camera. I think that was, to me, I was like, oh, this kid's gonna be a lot of the people that I thought would do great in podcasting don't.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Steven Johnson said, Adam, we need a young T.O. interview, as in SOBRBE.
Yep.
I would definitely do that. Tell him to tap in with me. That would be great. Jay Smokes Jay said, tell Lush to go take a shower and stop turbo twisting the Pazuki.
Sheesh.
What's the Pazuki?
I think he's talking about ingesting crystal meth. Yeah. You
and Cavicular could do that together.
Look, my scat pack is slapping that go fast. That's it. I'm just off the Addies, baby. That's it.
Bro, Cavicular is like someone who like he admitted that he like has done meth, and it's like that's all anybody talks about.
High functioning meth head.
You can't just say that you're doing meth.
Gotta let him.
You gotta keep it a secret, because that's all they're gonna fucking talk about. Like I said that I was thinking about doing testosterone on here, and still constantly I'm seeing comments about it, and I'm not even doing it. It's just like, you can't mention any drug because people are just gonna go nuts with it.
World War II Nazi soldiers were on meth. They didn't get any flack for that. Gosh,
yeah, Hitler was big methed out.
Yeah, he invented that shit. Damn near. Yeah.
Probably the number one person I would want to do meth with.
Nightmare meth rotation.
Shadow Moses said, Ayo, calling Thick Baby your superhero is wild, you old gringo.
Hey, Thick Baby is my superhero. I'm sorry, bro. No apology. Spencer, no response.
Richie Vid said, Adam, did you ever find out who defecated on the floor? Do not harbor them. No.
I think it might have been Adam.
Still have no idea. I could never. I have taken many outdoor shits in my lifetime. Richie Vid said, Adam, tell Remo my bad. I won't roast him in No Jumper News. He ain't been on since LOL, New Year, New Me. Damn, did you roast Remo? I think Remo just kind of like had this realization that he just didn't really want to like be an on-screen personality besides doing interviews and stuff. I think he just kind of realized that was like less of his strong suit, you know, and that he just, I don't know. I think he realized that he could almost definitely really like probably make more money behind the scenes.
Primo's doing amazing regardless. And Richie Viz, we appreciate you. You're a regular contributor, so thank you for that. But the level of self-importance you have to actually think that you are the reason that's dictating anything is insane, brother. Respectfully.
Is it possible? I don't know.
He's like, oh no, this one guy was commenting, so I just didn't go on. Shut the fuck up, G.
Reality Check said, y'all think 50 should respond lyrically to Fab and Papoose? Honestly, no. He's the king troller. Like, I feel like a song could only make it worse.
I just can't stand all like the unks like using AI to like make twerk videos of their ops.
That's the new meta.
Yeah, y'all gotta like chill, fool. If you're over 50,
they got to the troll back with 50. They can't get with his trolling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but even he doing that bullshit. I'm like, come on, Fifth. We didn't even expect more from your ass. Like, you supposed to.
I made an AI skincare routine for an op.
I actually copied it, unironically.
Yeah. Amazing. Shadow Moses said, Adam, your undercard got to have T-Rail's baby mama versus Meth Mommy. Oh, I'm assuming I know who Meth Mommy is.
He's not talking about Germ, by the way.
No. Just someone else. Sure. Yeah, that'd be great. Nino Pacino said, what's up with Almighty Munchie B Podcast Rookie of the Year?
Ain't no rookie, but yeah.
No, I do think he might win. There's some guy on the Reddit doing like a poll of like who's the Rookie of the Year or something.
Oh, I mean, you know, Munchie, like, I don't consider Munchie a rookie personally, but I guess if that's the barometer. Yeah.
We do have to do, like, more to, like, celebrate and elevate the hosts, you know? Because, like, that's kind of how No Jumper's going to win long term, is if we, like, find ways to, like, make the fans care more about the host. Maybe we should do like a 20-person camping trip IRL stream the whole thing.
I'm totally with that, but I also like the host not being celebrated and having a hard time because it's created monsters like me and Munchie B who are legitimate, like, can have huge breakout star years because of this fucking insane obstacle course that we get put through every time we on this motherfucker.
Some truth to that.
Like my stardom.
Steven Johnson, Steven Johnson, Lush, give advice on what you did to lose hella weight. The same thing Cavicular did.
Shit. My bitch is on my helmet, so I like. Here's the realest answer: soda. Stop drinking soda, bro. That's terrible for you.
That's a good point.
And I don't drink Buzzballs no more, gang.
Ooh.
Pure shots of vodka.
That's a good point. Stay Snitchin said he's been a member for 6 months. He said if Munchie would have left, I would have too. Wow. That means a lot. Thank you for staying.
Stay Snitching still here.
Stay Snitching is crazy.
Great.
I didn't even think about that.
So fire.
Okay, and then that Q and Hanaz, I think the same person, said, my dad is Buffy from the Fat Boys and my mom is Queen Pen. No. Look at my doc on Vice. Q and Hanaz.
You got my attention, shorty.
Yeah,
straight up.
Now I'm interested. Okay, let's look up this name.
Buffy the Human Beatbox from the Fat Boys.
Think that's really your mama?
I believe so. That's like not like a thing. That's not like a high profile lie to make up. Oh, he's a dude.
Yeah.
Okay, shouts to you, brother. I thought for some reason I thought it was a chick.
I mean, he's got a lot of music online. I'm not seeing this Vice piece.
I believe his mama is Queen Pen and his pops is that seems within the realm because that's a very odd lie to make up. Yeah. Although I did know a guy that said Lord Jamar was his dad back in the day, and this is like previous to Vlad fame of Lord Jamar.
I would lie about that.
That's an insane lie. I thought it was pretty funny.
This guy got a song with Boosie with 3,000 views. Can't be mad at that. Wait, I want to put his name with Vice and see if that comes up because if he why would he have a Vice documentary?
Oh, is that him?
Wanted for drug trafficking, life on the run. Holy shit.
I like this guy.
What the fuck? I kind of like vaguely remember watching this back in the day. Yeah, he's on the run. Dude, I do remember this.
Does he kind of look like Evil Gunna?
He definitely looks like an Evil Gunna, yeah. Oh, yeah, look, you got the Versace.
You got like Evil Gunna mixed with Hellcat. Male Hellcat.
Yeah, he's like turning himself in and shit. Oh, damn, you got like a 1-year-old.
Smaller.
7-year-old now. Damn, I wonder if
was that Huey on stage?
You think he boofed some addies before he turned himself in?
Boof as much Zans as possible.
But yeah, do they check your hoop when you turn yourself in?
2 knuckles deep, brother.
Wait, seriously? Shut the fuck up.
2 knuckles. That's
how they used to search that way. They don't search that way no more.
I'm saying that's how you.
Yeah. You don't have to bend over and show them your asshole.
Yeah, you used to bend over, cough, all that little shit. You don't do that no more.
They stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's nice.
I'll get locked up today.
That'll be great for all my future boofing adventures.
Yeah. 2 knuckles deep is what I was told. Shit.
Shadow Moses says, "Are you guys gonna donate to Sussy Baby while he's locked up? That's your family, Lush. Is Brandon gonna be allowed back on while he's gone?"
Yeah.
Brandon was never like disinvited, but well, I mean, I guess he hasn't been. I mean, I think Brandon like managed to like piss off. I mean, the Edgars.
Nah, no one's.
Josh. I feel like he pissed Josh off.
Yes.
Like for sure, me to a certain extent, like on the No Jumper show. I actually was just listening to a political podcast, and they were talking about how Candace Owens is spreading the narrative that really black people in America should not be mad at white people. They should be mad at the Jews because the Jews are the ones who built the slave ships. And I'm thinking to myself, where have I heard that argument before? And then I'm like, oh, right. Brandon tried to say that to me on the podcast.
Yeah. And there's so much lack of accuracy. Basically, if you want to break it down by percentage, the amount of Jews that were involved in, perpetuating the slave trade are way less than the Africans doing it. So that's another conversation if you want to be historically accurate.
Yeah, I didn't even have to look into it to not be impressed by that argument. But also, I don't think black people should just be mad at white people either.
But also, Candace Owens is super bad to me for some reason.
She's so sexy and so retarded and so popular for saying the dumbest shit ever.
She's so hot.
It's astounding.
I've
never seen anything like it.
I be jacking a lot of the shit she say. I ain't gonna lie, but like,
that's not a good thing.
Maybe because she's hot.
Yeah, no, that definitely is the only reason that I could kind of imagine to pay attention to her. But okay, so that's it. Shout out to Shadow Moses. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody who watched this. I'm gonna go home, put my kid to bed. Shout out to Munchie. Shout out Lush. Please smack the like button because we do love when you guys smack the like button. And we'll be back real soon. Really on Monday for the news, and then Tuesday for the No Jumper show. And make sure you tune on Sunday for the Whack Pod. Shout out to you guys. Anybody else got anything to say?
Nah, yeah, it was dope. Shout out, I think we had damn near 6,000 viewers.
We had 7,000 at one point. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. That's awesome.
We might could have more viewers than the damn Tuesday show this week on this.
Morals Over Money. Everybody subscribe over there. Morals Over Money TV for sure.
Yeah, you
get it.
Catch me on motherfucking 7th and Coronado, bitch. I'm there all day, every day. What the fuck you want? I'm right there.
You're really making me want to go hang out in MacArthur Park and just because. Okay, you got to understand. Me and my girl, Koreatown, 2016. I used to like make her go on walks with me around MacArthur Park at like 11 p.m. at night. No weapon, no nothing, just no fear. She's lucky she didn't end up in one of those tents.
No, it wasn't nobody touching sis, and you got my low, brother. Anytime you want, we can go on a safari.
This was like a decade before I knew you, but
I'm just saying
5 years before I knew you. I'm just saying. Kind of want to go back now.
I think you should. It's a wise decision.
Just to ride bikes over there. MacArthur vlog, MacArthur stream.
Once you know he good over there, you feel me already.
You could see. Look. Show the screen. This is actually what I was watching before I came here. Clavicular. I would have hit myself in the face with a hammer. That's really what he does. He's like smacking his like right here.
Isn't that what a clavicle? What is a clavicle? Is
it's like a bone. Right?
Yeah, isn't that like your cheekbone?
I don't know, but they make a huge deal out of your cheekbones. Like that's why they bash themselves in the face with shit so that they can make their cheekbones stand out more.
And his name's Clavicular, so I'm assuming there's like a reference.
This kid is the craziest person ever. It's so fascinating.
It looks like AC Slater from Saved by the Bell.
But if you want to like get the motivation to lose weight, you need to listen to him because he talks about like being out of shape and ugly as if it is the worst thing on earth. So you kind of need to like embed these ideas in your head. Like
he's more crazy than Goggins in that regard.
Way? David Goggins is the definition of rational sanity compared to him.
Oh, I'm into it.
He's been on testosterone since he was 14.
Can he get a boner?
Yeah, but it's assisted by sticking a needle in his ass. Anyway,